Hey-o, welcome to the BYB podcast. That stands for the Backyard Boys.
Backyard Boys!
And tonight, for you, we have special entertainment. We have Jason Marshall to give us an update from Springfield, Ohio, and all things around the surrounding areas, I would assume. Welcome, Jason.
Shit, I have my.
Yeah, I was gonna say, great start, man. Typical BYB action. Yeah, we're not professional over here. We're just winging it.
Yeah,
right,
thanks for having me on.
Hell yeah, man! Thanks for coming on. Give us a report. And sounds like you may have some close ties to the Dabbleverse. It sounds like you're a Mountain fan.
Yeah. Big fan of NLO. Been listening to NLO since 2008, 2009, something like that. I even have the NLO Army Twitter handle. I don't use it, but I have it. So, yeah.
NLO Army? Is that like the Bubba Army or something? Is that a ripoff?
Yeah, basically. I think I started that in 2009. Let me see if I can bring that up.
Oh, it's got to be worth something now.
So thanks for coming on and give us the report. And of course, all you people in the chat, go ahead and hit that. Those ones, yes, some of you might be of the colored persuasion. But go ahead and hit that like button, smash to subscribe, and of course, turn your notifications on because that helps us get into the algorithm. And we're trying to get into the algorithm. Also, everybody, try to remember, we're doing a membership drive this month. We're trying to get up to 300 memberships. So if you don't know, you can look at the top of the chat right now. We got the join membership link pinned to the top of the chat. So it's a click away, folks.
Is it that it's that QR code right there?
No.
I don't see anything pinned to the top of the chat. Oh, okay, yeah. No, now I do. All right.
And right above what's pinned to the top of the chat is a poll question. And the poll question does have to do with what Jason's here to talk about. And that's just basically, do you even believe the immigrants are eating people's pets and duck skis from the parks, that kind of shit. So I see some of you already started voting and you're getting it on there. But yeah, I figure maybe after the first hour, we'll conclude that poll question. I think that would be wise. Yeah, I guess after you start giving us some answers from being boots on the ground out there, people are going to have probably a different opinion. So I do actually want as many people to vote before he starts talking about it, which might make it.
What does he work for, the NAACP or something?
No, I live in Springfield my whole life, so I've seen the entire mess happen. It's been crazy. Really?
Yeah.
They I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'll go ahead and let you lead the questions. But
yeah, absolutely.
I could have told you immigrants. Hold on. I could have told you immigrants were fucking eating wild animals, bro. Or domesticatedly wild animals. I could have told you that before Somalians. I've seen Puerto Ricans fucking drug ducks. Try to. They're immune to Xanax, I found out.
Yeah, if you've ever had a duck or a goose, man, they're pretty fucking good. You can't blame them if they are, you know?
I've killed thousands.
Usually they just break their neck, but this bitch was trying to Xanax one down to 0. And that motherfucker ate about 12 Xanax and just ducked around for 3 hours, bro.
How about throwing them antacids? What are those things called? You throw in the water?
No, Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzers. Yeah. Go ahead and feed a duck or a goose an Alka-Seltzer and see what happens, right?
Yeah, they get to blowing up, dude. Their heads don't fucking explode. Their guts fly out their asshole.
Well, it's got to come out somewhere, right? It's got to come out the top or the bottom.
Nude butthole. The cloaca, bro.
Cloaca?
Yeah.
What exactly is a cloaca? Why don't you explain it to the
one fucking hole other than the mouth on a duck, dude.
It's a pea butt. It's everything whole and an egg delivery system.
It's very efficient, dude. Yes.
So when you say you want to do anal with a duck, you're pretty much you're going in the same place.
You seem sexually frustrated, and I'm just gonna go ahead and
Me?
move past. Talk about fucking ducks, man. They're not hard to catch either, dude. I think a wheelchair probably roll up on one.
No, you're the one that's always talking about fucking duck dicks being like a spiral and
hear me
all
out,
that
bro.
weird shit. You're the one bringing that up in like every other episode. Freak.
Cut its head off on your wiener, and it gets to going.
Adam has a great point. Go ahead.
Me?
I thought you were starting to say something.
Me? No way.
I think he was. I think he was. He was talking about the the crippled duck fucking scenario.
Oh, now the ducks are crippled? How did that happen? We jumped right fucking past all.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Damn.
Could you imagine? Fucking Derek wheeling down ducks in wheelchairs.
Yeah, you're right there, John J. Righteous Hypocrite. Wow, that's a long name.
Easy.
Granny admits fucking a duck is easy.
Which makes it fun.
Slutty ducks.
He has a spiral penis. That's what makes it easy. Can you confirm or deny that, Lemmy? The spiral penis?
Who? Granny's got a spiral penis?
Yeah.
How did you guys find out about that?
He was bragging about it the other night.
Oh, shit.
In Discord.
I was. Very long, that one. But not very girthy, man.
It's skinny, but at least it's short, right?
That's why they call me the Irish sewing machine.
Yes, everybody, we are working on the steel toe method, which is the goal. So back to that. We are trying to get to 300 before the end of the month. We are doing our own grifting over here at BYB. So yeah, everybody become a member. If you're not a member, then you're a poor. So remember that when you're not throwing us money, that you're just a poor. But yeah, we'll like you more if you throw us money. That's all this is about here. It's not about entertainment. It's not about having fun and friends and all that bullshit. We're only monetary, right, Adam? You're a Jew.
That's what it's all about. Motherfucking cocksucking
The
money.
blacks.
No.
The poors.
Oh, the other kind of people. The
Too Jewish.
Types. The Jewish folks.
That's right. Give us money, guys. Give us money.
Right. Like I said, if we can get to 3, I mean, we do a weekly Dabble review every Sunday. We did it yesterday. It was a great show. It was a wonderful show. We had Husey on who broke down the entire Dean Aussie guy. Oh, no, I doxed him. See? Everybody's doxing that poor Aussie guy now. Jimmy Dean down there in Australia, if that's a real thing. Yeah, that was a lot of fun breaking that down, and it's amazing where we're at with the steel toe. Jesus, that's a lot of W's in starting a sentence off there. But yeah, we're all about it here, you fuckers. That's right. Do the goal. Get us there. Buy memberships, gift memberships, or turn on open your tabs, open your legs, lady. Speak for yourself. No. Everybody, if you don't want to buy a membership, in the description, we have the link to the gifted subs or memberships, gifted memberships. So anyway, if you have that tab turned on, toggle turned on, then you can actually get a gifted membership to any channel if you're like in chats and someone gifts memberships. So do so if you haven't already done so. I'm sure pretty much everybody in the Dabbleverse already knows that because every show talks about the gifted sub thing. I'm sorry. I am rambling. Fuck. I'm sorry, man. Let's get to the...
Hey, quit!
Yeah, I'll shut up now.
Get to the fucking shit, man.
No,
Jesus,
Slapjaw's calling me out, man. I don't know. I just want to hear myself talk about the goal. That's what it's all about over here. That's
keep
all that
going,
matters.
man. I got to pee anyway.
Irony.
Let's talk for an hour about the goal. and then we'll do the outro. And we're not talking about no fucking.
If you want to do a
animals.
telethon, I'll answer phones. I don't care.
What the fuck does the QR code do? Go ahead and pitch that one for another hour.
Takes you to the link tree.
You're
where
fucking
you can find,
Jason, dude.
Well, there you can find our Venmo, our PayPal, and all of our social links. And even you can find the merch.
This is out of fucking control.
You asked, motherfucker. You asked. Now you're going to get the answers. All right. Yeah, getting right back into it. Yeah, so apparently the question on the debate the other night sparked this whole new conversation that the world is, well, I shouldn't say the world, our little world is having about immigrants actually cooking their animals. So this is Donald Trump. You can hear his voiceover during the barbecuing, but check out here's an immigrant. Let's check out this immigrant and see if this is really going on.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. What's happening in our country?
Holy shit. There's really evidence now that it's actually happening. There you go, folks. If you were wondering if that was real, apparently that is real. He looks like a South American, maybe Mexican. I don't know.
And they say white people don't season their food.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think he overcooked it though. It looked burnt. Wow, he really burned that fucker, didn't he? All right. Jason.
Yes, sir.
You live in oh Jesus, he does chase down ducks, believe it or not. Look at that. Son of a bitch. Good job, Miss Producer. That's a hell of a Photoshop. I love that. I don't even know where you got the picture of me from.
That's a nice looking picture of you, Derek.
I don't even know where you got that one. That's new to me. I always look good, buddy. Come on. Boots on the ground. So you've lived in Springfield your entire life. When did the immigrants start moving in? Okay, let's just start there. When you were a kid, was your town booming? Was it part of the industrial situation, manufacturing?
Yeah, when I was growing up, it was a nice town. Maybe it was because I was a kid and didn't know what was going on, but it seemed like a really good place. We had 2 hospitals, a mall. This your average bullshit little town. And that's the other thing that I was thinking of the other day, because this is such a complicated issue, and you got to look at it from everybody's side, and you got to be fair. And I was thinking about it, and I had a conversation with my dad, because my family on my mom's side is all from Tennessee, from Harrogate, and my dad on his side, they're all from Huntington, West Virginia. So what the fuck are I in Springfield for? So I asked him, I said, why did mom end up in Springfield? And he said, oh, well, she was married to this guy, and there's a small military base around here, and he got transferred there. And then my dad's family came up here for work. So everybody, and my mom's brothers came up here for work. So they all started working at a plant called International Harvester. It's now Navistar now. And that is what really made this town, was off the back of International Harvester. So a lot of people migrated from a lot of other states just to come here to work.
So from what I understand, Springfield is like post-manufacturing. It's kind of gone downhill. I don't know what. Yeah. Did International Harvester close down? I don't think so, right? Or maybe that plant did.
Yeah, they moved outside the city limits, and I think, if not, they're very fucking close. So I'm going to try to be as factual as I can, because that's another thing, is we're getting ripped like any little thing that we say that's inaccurate, they try to use to make everything we say complete bullshit, which is what's really fucking us up. And it's well, I don't want to get too far out of myself, but yeah, it was a nice town growing up, and things started changing. Things started going downhill, and it was a dying town for a long time. And,
what are we talking? Like late 90s or something?
Yeah, it started going down. Let's say late 90s, early 2000s, and well, maybe early 2000s, because we had a really big employer show up, and they employed thousands of people. So
Walmart? No, I'm joking.
No, it was a mortgage outsourcing company. So it was really nice for a while, but yeah, it was a dying town, dude. There's homeless people everywhere. We had a heroin problem.
You said had. Do you say that like past tense, or is it still a problem?
Well, there's so many people here now that that the heroin problem has shrunk dramatically as far as populace goes. So technically, we don't have one anymore because they've just grown it out of us.
So you can confirm that the Haitians didn't bring heroin with them, at least, or fentanyl or any of that shit.
That's one plus, yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Springfield. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, and that's the thing I really want to say is before they even showed up, things were fucking bad. I mean, we needed federal assistance or whatever you would call it before anybody showed up. We were in the top 10 most dangerous cities in Ohio. I mean, we are and were more dangerous than Cincinnati, dude. Everybody's heard of Cincinnati. Nobody's fucking heard of Springfield, and we are way worse than them and have been for a long time.
That's not true. That's the city from The Simpsons.
Not true. Not true. Not true. Not true. Not true.
So, like, a lot of people have heard of it.
No. That Springfield was based from the one in Oregon, buddy. And don't you try to take that.
No, it wasn't. It was Springfield, Ohio.
Don't you try to take that from me.
I'm going to dox him now.
He right out of your crippled little fucking hands, man.
He lives at 742 Evergreen Terrace. There, I doxed you.
Matt Groening, he said it was based on the one in Oregon. So go
fuck Evergreen Terrace, too.
Fuck you, Granny. Garou, member for 5 months. I'm a silly Canadian goose, and I'm cooked. Canadian goose is not all that good. Just FYI.
French people.
Yeah, so typical small town stuff. I mean, where I live, it's the same. We probably have 30,000 people out here, and it's the same thing. It's slowly been going downhill since the 90s. Whatever happened, mostly I won't get into our problems, but mostly just shutting down the local. No, we don't have any of those. Very few of them. What's the the diversity makeup of Springfield, Ohio before the Haitians started coming in? Because from what I understand, they moved about 20,000 of them in.
Yeah. It was
a town of like 60,000. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd say it was probably 65 to 70%, probably 65% white people, 20 to 30% black people, and then
that's a lot.
Yeah, and then you got we had a small Asian population, and we had a small
most
Hispanic
Asians are
population.
Small. Yeah, that's true.
But then we started getting more and more illegal Mexicans in here, and that seemed like it was going to be a problem for a little bit, and that was something people were talking about. Nobody jumped up and down, but they were causing accidents and shit. I got hit by an illegal Mexican. I mean, it just.
I bet shit got pressure washed though, dude. Like a motherfucker. Like the town was looking good. Shit was getting pressure washed all over town.
Lawns were getting cut well.
Yeah.
You could tell they moved in because the landscaping was immaculate. Like it has never looked better.
God, I love a square bush.
Even the graffiti was a lot nicer.
Really?
Yeah.
You couldn't understand a fucking word of it, but that son of a bitch looked good, didn't it?
Yeah. It was very artistic.
Fuck that, man. I love Mexicans and their arts.
And that's the other thing, man, is we got illegal immigrants here. Everybody knows they're here. We know where they are. We know who they are. No one's throwing a fit about, all the Mexicans being here or all the Asians and stuff. I mean, they're just here.
Now, favorite of the two, Mexican or Asian, and they brought him in. They brought him in 20,000 at a time. Like nobody noticed. Like how they ship them in? They drop them in parachutes or like
the Haitians?
Oh, they dropped the Haitians in parachutes.
Yeah.
Granny doesn't understand that there's two separate incidences. More recently, they moved in like 20,000 Haitians. He's talking previous to that there was a contingent of other kind of immigrants from Mexico and Asia, Granny.
Okay, so we're talking about two separate incidents. One is
more recently they piled in all the
Why
Haitians.
do Asians and Mexicans come together in that package? Was that like government subsidies or?
No, the Mexicans just showed up. I think there was a few that just found work here because there is a lot of jobs and things like that. So I think they showed up for that. It seems like the Asian people just showed up to start restaurants. And they all just kind of...
That's correct. Even Mexican restaurants, if I'm not mistaken, right?
The poll's not done yet, is
Mexican food.
We're not that far in.
Favorite Mexican dish there, Adam?
I like enchiladas. I love that. I love that refried beans and yellow rice. I could eat buckets full of that shit.
Fuck yeah, man. What about Asian food?
Asian food, I like northeastern Chinese food, chicken fingers and lobster sauce. That stuff they have down south.
Who the fuck diversifies their goddamn Chinese food by the region?
Yeah, it's different. It's not the same shit.
Northeastern.
It's not the same as that California bullshit you guys have in Florida.
Okay,
I mean, what are we talking here? Are they putting
you can't
Are they putting lobster in your fucking Chinese food or something? Like, what's the difference?
It's pork in like a beef gravy that's got some fish type of sauce in it, but you can't argue the quality of like Chinese food in like New York and Boston.
You like French sauce? Yeah. Before we go too far, we actually have a celebrity that just showed up. Everybody, welcome Ricky Rackman to the show.
I thought I told you to stop wearing my merchandise, you big fag.
Who was he talking to?
That's what I was wondering. Is Lemmy wearing a Husey shirt?
No.
My merch. Okay. Oh, Ricky Rackman. Yeah. Okay. Is Rise and Shine something to do with Ricky Rackman?
Oh, no. I wore this because it's a 7 Brew shirt. And I was just talking to somebody at 7 Brew yesterday. It's kind of like a Dunkin' Donuts or something. And he was saying that they pulled over 5 different people in front of the 7 Brew within an hour. And I wore it just to shout them out. Even though they had nothing to do with it. I'm happy it fucking happened. Because nobody... It was all like the Haitian people, and they never get pulled over until recently. So it was a good thing.
Ricky Rackman is the host of Headbangers Ball, you dumb fag.
Oh, God. I'm the fucking retard. That's bad.
Husey Ceiling is the best character on this show.
You think so?
It's starting to grow on
I like when his dumb little Irish finger gets into it because he's trying to turn his fucking camera.
Oh, I think I saw that once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Yeah, good to know. Thank you. Yeah, I remember now that you mention it. God damn it. My crack. Yes, it is. I know. I get it. Oh, okay. You're all in this. Everybody in the chat's like, you fucking idiot. It's fucking the Headbanger Ball guy. You fucking dummy. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm slow today. I'm not even thinking straight. Come on. Give me a break. Every once in a while, I can have a dumb moment, right? Like every show, 5 times a show. Why don't you just pull up a chair and stay, you fucking weirdo?
I got a finger for you.
Yeah, which one is it, Husey?
Why don't you give us... Yeah, it's a replay. Thanks a lot. Jeez, this is going great. God. Jeez, Husey.
I'm gonna fucking...
No, that was a lot of fun yesterday, though, having Husey on for the breakdown of the... Steel toe incident with Aussie guy. I won't say his real name. It starts with a D and it ends with an E.
The Blacks.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of these days, man, I'm gonna get a hold of Husey. I'm gonna choke him out like Bruce Springsteen in a fucking gay bar.
Well, I mean, he showed up yesterday, and I didn't see you show up. So there you go. You had your shot.
I'm not
bud.
invited. Fuck
you
face.
could get a link if you wanted to come.
I still wouldn't.
I would
come,
give it to
though.
you for Husey.
Well, Husey can fucking lick my sack, dude.
He might actually do that just to get a sniff of something else, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, he'll do it just for the bit.
Yeah, you got that reference. That was kind of gross, but you get it.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah, I pulled a. No, you're not a dumb lady. Somebody was picking on our flat cat today. I don't like that kind of behavior. Don't be calling Flat Cat dumb, Lance. That's not nice. Lance News Network is bad people. Weren't you just saying that yesterday, Lemmy? Or the day before? Really recently, you were saying what a piece of shit that guy is.
I don't think I used the word piece of shit. I do think I did. I made a joke at his expense.
So Volga. Volga? Wait, is that a name? Volga? All right, back to the story at hand. So, how surprised were you to see that that became a debate question last week, and that he answered it or whatever? Actually, it wasn't even a debate question. They were talking about immigration, and then he just came out and said that they're eating our dogs, they're eating our pets. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty shocking because, like I said, we're out in the middle of nowhere. No one really gives a fuck about us. Anytime anybody ever asked where I was from, I just said Dayton or Yellow Springs because, no one ever heard of Springfield, Ohio. So I always claim those. And when that happened, it was pretty shocking to hear this town get brought up on a major platform. And then when he said what he said, it was like, oh, fuck. This isn't going to help us at all. But I guess
maybe it will. You might be surprised, man. Who knows? From everything I can tell, you have like a really slimy, like liberal fucking city council. The managers all seem like slimy, like they're like I don't know. They seem out of place out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
they are.
Your town is probably like a conservative little tiny town, right? I would assume Ohio's pretty conservative. It's a small town.
It's kind of a mixed bag here. That's like a what do they call those? The key states, wherever they flip back and forth with politics and stuff. That's kind of how it is here.
State?
Yeah.
Not anymore. It seems like you guys have gone conservative for many, many moons now.
We're heading that way, thank God. But
yeah, it seems red.
Springfield usually kind of leans Democrat. That's why I was kind of happy when somebody I went to school with, we went to school since kindergarten. She's a commissioner. And I thought, oh, that's great. I definitely know we line up view wise and really hasn't done shit, man. She's just part of the cesspool. I'm sure she's not as bad as the others, but she sure as shit ain't doing much. And that's the thing is everybody, that's what gets so frustrating for somebody like me, at least, is all the politicians, none of them give a fuck. I mean, if anything, they're in on it, but they just want to point the finger at the other politician. And then they're just like, okay, all we got to do is just blame each other and we're all covered, right? And as long as the cops don't do anything, as long as code enforcement doesn't do anything, no one gives a fuck about Haitians. No one gives a fuck about the people of Springfield. We'll just throw them all in a bowl and see what happens. And if they kill each other, who gives a fuck? Because no one cares about Haitians and no one cares about the people in Springfield. So they're just doing whatever the fuck they want, man. It's crazy. And when we get to talking about it a little more, what the root of it all is so fucking simplistic. That's when you know that something is up, that all these people are in on it, because it shouldn't be this fucking easy to figure out. So, and I guess it's not, because I still don't know the guy's name. I don't know the name of the company, and I don't want to get, we're already getting into it, but they're all in on it, dude. They have to be. How can you not? The lady I was talking about, I'm Facebook friends with her. And she made this post condemning conservatives for not opening their hearts to all these people. And somebody in her comment, I don't remember the exact comment, but it said something about how they could see this coming from a mile away. And she, being, I wouldn't say she was rude, but being very sarcastic, said, well, if you saw this coming from a mile away, maybe you should have let us know, because we didn't. And I thought, bitch, if you didn't see this shit coming, then what the fuck are you there for? Because that's why you're there. If we saw it coming, we don't have a stake in the game. We don't see the books. We don't know what's coming when, what's coming where. You do. How the fuck did you not see it? It's been happening for years. And part of it is it's a very undereducated town. So between being a dying town full of drug addicts and homeless people, most people, you know, haven't got a bachelor's degree and stuff like that. So they just assume people aren't going to be smart enough to figure it out. And thankfully they're, well, actually they're fucking right. But the media started coming in here and shining a light on it, and people started digging, and people like me started getting their curiosity piqued, and smarter people have started to figure it out. And the other people were just running with rumors and trying to be provocative.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like so how long have they been moving the Haitians specifically? And is it the federal government moving them in there, or like you're saying that there's some grand plan? Sounds like.
Yeah, it started in 2020, and it was real. I don't know. You didn't really notice. I mean, you saw them in Walmarts. They would go up to wire money back to Haiti and stuff. And, you know, when anybody in Springfield, if you see somebody speaking French, it fucking stands out, because that's the douchiest language in the world. It's unmistakable.
Oh,
right?
shit. Yeah,
So,
Garu's not going to like this.
So that might be another thing. It's like, you know, if you're speaking French, that's not good. But it happened real slow. I mean, it really didn't even notice. And over the last 4 years, like you said, about 20,000 or so just poured in here, dude. I mean, poured in. And they're not slowing up. And no one's fucking slowing them up. That's the other thing. It's like, when's this going to end? No one knows. No one has an answer of how to get it to stop compounding. Because more
are you getting like bus loads? Are they showing up like that, like we see on TV sometimes?
No, not particularly like that. They're starting, like, they invite their friends and stuff to come over, and because there's jobs here and shit like that. And like I said, I'm trying to be as fair with this as possible.
What do you mean they invite their friends over? That's not how immigration works. You don't just say, "Hey, you should move to Springfield, Ohio from Haiti." That's not, it doesn't just
they're
happen
already
like
in the
that.
country. They're already in the country.
Okay.
And they just call them like, "Hey man, there's jobs here." And I was thinking about it yesterday, and I
But
thought,
how come there's not jobs for the people that live in Springfield, but there's jobs for immigrants?
well, I'm glad you asked that. That's where, in my opinion, that's where the Republicans come in, because the girl I was telling you about, she is the one that fought so hard for all these jobs to come into Springfield. I remember her posting about how hard she's working to get all these jobs. And that's great. I mean, everybody needs a job. But there's 50,000 people. So why are you bringing in like thousands of jobs, right? I mean, but that's what every politician does. They bring jobs to the community. It's supposed to be a great thing. But at the same time, they're saying that, and they're not exactly wrong, they're saying the people in this community don't want to work. So why are you bringing thousands and thousands of jobs to a constituency that you say are lazy? There's a disconnect there. And like I said, the Republicans are trying to bring in all these jobs, and they don't give a fuck who fills them. And then the Democrats bring in all the, illegals and things like that. And
the Republicans aren't the ones running the corporations. The corporations are running the corporations. So therefore, the corporations are hiring the illegals. You're saying that the Republicans tried to get jobs into your community, but that's not they're not filling them with your people. They're filling them with immigrants.
Exactly. With no intention of filling them with our people, in my opinion.
Okay. So you're trying to say like the Republicans are in cahoots with the corporations to fill the jobs with unskilled labor, cheap labor.
I would not be surprised in the very least. And another thing, when I was working we talked about this briefly before we started. I worked for a company that brought thousands of jobs into Springfield, and I was at a different level in that company, and I learned that people who were like disabled people of different backgrounds, things like that, you get I don't know what you would call it. The government gives you some kind of, like, lack of a better word, like a subsidy. Like, here's some money for hiring that dude or having that person on your books. And I think that probably has a lot to do with what's going on with the company.
Vouchers. They give like worker vouchers. Yeah. For hiring, like DEI hiring.
Yeah. Because I saw a guy that he said he hired 30 of them at a shop, and he was like, and I'd love to have 30 more. And I thought, yeah, I bet you fucking would, because that's 30 extra paychecks in your pocket. And again, that's my opinion. That's what I think's happening. I could be wrong. I mean, so much shit is going out there, and we're getting no answers. It's really hard to tell. I can only go by an educated guess, really.
So just a quick question. Do the Democrats never work with corporations, as far as you know?
I think they do. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say they do. They just aren't. They don't seem to be the ones that brought the jobs here. It seems to be the Republicans that are talking about how they got them, which, that's what they should be doing. Like I said, it's a good thing, but when it's at such a high level, it seems kind of suspicious.
I miss when just the Jews were the problem, dude. Like, we had a war about it and everything. Now we're sitting here talking about fucking God knows what, Haitians and Mexicans and whatnot. The fuck did y'all? I literally tuned out that entire thing. I hope it was great.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what's so upsetting to me, because I'm a Republican, have been my whole life, and it feels like they've kind of betrayed us too. Because if anybody should understand, in my opinion, maybe I'm just fucking delusional, but it seems like it should be them, the people that I align with politically, but they seem to have turned a blind eye.
Wait, Jason.
Well, therefore you don't understand how lobbyists work.
Yeah.
Are you saying that politicians should go fight their own fucking wars?
No, fuck no, dude.
Oh,
no.
yeah, fucking no, man. We should send our kids.
Jesus, dude.
Fuck yeah, no. It's fucking crazy take.
That's not what I'm saying.
Does Granny vote? Do you vote, Granny?
Are you fucking out of your mind? Look at me in the eyes and ask that question. But have you ever voted? And then ask me seriously.
I assumed you did. I'm not asking Victoria.
Vote, dude.
All right.
This is the most important election of our lifetime, though.
Shut
Don't you watch
the
MSNBC?
fuck up, dude. Are you plugging Zionism now?
Now?
He always was.
Where have you been? You must be new
You
here.
missed the bar mitzvah and everything. You screwed yourself, buddy.
No, I got it in the works. What do you think Shuli's been gone for? He's planning my bar mitzvah.
No, I was going to say, just as far as I know, the Democrats and the Republicans all get paid by lobbyists for their campaigns or whatever extra money to go do fucking resorts and trips and funny money that they end up getting. So actually, I was just trying to make the point that I think all politicians are in the corporation's back pocket.
Yeah.
Adam, you ever sign up for the draft, buddy? If you didn't, I'm calling the police.
It's a law.
They
Yeah, I was gonna
automatically
say.
register you for it when you've registered to vote? I don't know.
No, when you turn 18, you're supposed to go down to the Social Security office and sign up, you knucklehead. What
I think
the
I
fuck
did
you
sign
thinking?
up for it. I don't
Good,
know. I
you
don't
better
remember.
have.
As if
Or
they're
else
going
I'll
to use
turn
my
you in, too.
Jew ass.
They
Yeah,
can
well,
sign
what could
me
I
up
do?
out of goddamn Canada if this shit comes to that.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing that's kind of scary. Like, if a war broke out, do you think they're going to be on our side, or do you think they're just going to sit by passively?
Who, the enemies?
Have you been watching all the wars that they start or fucking get involved in? That's what they always do.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's the thing. They're here because they fled a war, but Like, they're supposed to be these hardworking, great people. Why didn't they stick up for their country and rebuild it? What are they doing here if they're
Haitians?
You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about fucking Haitians?
Every country, every fucking immigrant that immigrates illegally to the United States, why are they not fighting for their own fucking country is the question, and that's the best question you can ask. Because
earthquakes,
obviously,
maybe because they're trying to help us.
No,
how does ripping us off help us? I don't understand. How does that math work? They come here for all that funny money that they're just getting handed. They get fucking money for food. They get money for healthcare. They get money for housing. What else do they get money for? I don't know. The list is very long. And guess who's paying for
insurance.
it? Granny, the guy who doesn't vote. That guy.
They don't get money for car
You work
insurance.
for a living, don't you?
I'm paying for it.
You pay taxes. You're fucking paying for it, dummy.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Well, you pay for it one way or another. If you got sales tax, if you're paying some tax somewhere, I fucking guarantee it. If you got a license
throw a
that
bunch
you
of
pay
listen,
for,
motherfucker. I'll go throw as many Arizona iced teas as I have to in a goddamn harbor to stop that tax right the fuck now. And I'll wheel your stupid fucking ass up there to throw them too.
yeah, you're paying for me, not just the immigrants, by the way.
Yeah, I
Throw that
fucking
in there.
know, dude.
Gotcha.
You
thought Adam was a Jew. Wait till you find out about my financial situation. I'm a super Hebe on top of it. Look, I got a pretty long nose. You probably checked it out before, right?
Yeah, you look
Pretty
Jewier
long.
than I do, Derek.
He really
That's
does.
what I'm saying. I might be part Jew after all.
The eyes, the beadiness of the eyes is really the hard sell on his Jewiness.
That rat look?
Yeah.
That rat look.
You kind of look like Genghis Khan, Derek.
Genghis?
No. Yeah, I have said he is Asian before. He does look. He's got a little Asian twang to him.
One of your
That's why I cut
ancestors
my
wandered a little
mustache,
close
so I
to the
didn't look
Mongolian border.
Yeah, I didn't want to look so much like Fu Manchu. That's what I did.
It's a mustache, yeah.
Dude, okay, I was just watching this thing on Censored, a couple days ago. There is a parade in Mongolia every year on Hitler's birthday that they do. And everybody comes out and dresses up like SS uniforms. Like it was like off the hook, dude. It's fucking hilarious.
Hitler's
every year
birthday's 420, dude.
Exactly. And they don't sweet in Mongolia, believe it or not.
They even got the leaders to fucking celebrate Hitler's birthday, dude.
Hell yeah. Can you imagine Mongolians with their little weird voices and their whatever, the little fat Asian people dressed up like Hitlers? It was pretty funny, dude. I don't think we could watch it, but
why? It's
uncensored. I probably shouldn't play their fucking content. Maybe I could. I don't know. We could pull it up.
What do you get? You're worried about getting sued by Gavin McInnes?
Nah, I guess if anyone probably would care less, it would be him. I guess we've done that before on the show. All right, I'll pull it up. All right. Granny's gonna now ask a bunch of questions for you there, Jason, with his vast amount of knowledge about politics and such.
Yeah, I didn't want to
ask him about his penis
here, man.
Ask him about cock or something.
Why don't you fucking let me lead this and look up the clip? All right, fuckface. Jason, how many machetes have you seen since the Haitians have come?
More than I can count.
They just carry him on the hip like that? Is it open carry or?
No, actually, this is going to sound really weird because they're almost a third of the population now. They're anywhere between 20 and 33%. You don't really see them very much. I mean, you do, but you don't. Like, they basically stay at home. I think they're starting to get scared, to be honest with you.
Why are they scared? I would figure that it's because they're at work, man. I know that it's hard to get a Haitian off the clock. I have heard that.
Yeah, there's so many people that are pissed off that they're here. Then it's starting to boil over, and I think they're just kind of going to work, going home, and that's about it. Because I saw somebody
sounds like a good working fucking American family to me. How many times have you witnessed voodoo in this time period?
None.
Like not a single voodoo incident.
No.
No cut off, no head chickens cut off.
I wish I did.
For real?
That would be fucking sweet.
What would you do if you encountered voodoo like in real time? Like, would you say a prayer or call the police?
I'm a really curious person, so I'd probably try to figure out how it works and like how I could get in on it, to be honest with you.
For real?
Yeah, voodoo sounds pretty neat. Like if you can cast spells and shit like that, that's pretty sweet.
I got
would
a
have to
fucking
ask
voodoo
more.
doll. I'll sell you $100, dude. It works. I promise. I'll send you my PayPal, dude.
You drop it down to 90, you got a deal.
All right, 90 it is. All right, I'll send you my PayPal. Don't worry about that.
No, you just got screwed, pal. You agreed to it.
Yeah, I'll
there.
make it of myself. I don't believe in fucking voodoo.
Now I'm saying I got a deal. You're getting fucked.
Oh, okay.
You're underselling yourself, man. Should have stuck at 100.
It's gonna be made out of palm fronds, dude. I'm gonna piss on the motherfucker too. Just shit out the yard. Adam, thoughts on voodoo?
I don't know.
Your whole religion is based on voodoo, and now you're getting confused.
I want to be careful. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to alienate anybody, but I don't know. It seems pretty fucked up. You just stab a doll. You stab a doll and then you hurt somebody, right?
It's not all about that. That's just one aspect of voodoo.
Oh,
bro.
Really? Okay. Well, yeah, maybe I don't know that much
it's just
about
one
it.
practice. Yeah.
I remember that Witches of Eastwick movie where they were stabbing the voodoo doll, and he was like, "Ow, ow, ow!"
I loved that movie.
Yeah, that was
so
good.
much.
I was coming to you, Lemmy, like a good host. I know how to circle around the room. Lemmy, thoughts on voodoo and how do you practice it?
I don't practice it, but I do enjoy a good movie about voodoo, like Skeleton Key.
Oh, that was a good one.
Movie about voodoo. Yeah, hell yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, I like Deja Vu. Who'd they have in it? Black Tom Cruise. Who's Black Tom Cruise again? I forget his name. Denzel. It had Denzel in it. Deja Vu. It's a good movie.
Also, you can see that there story about the Jamaicans, that the New York City has been cracking down on the Jamaicans doing animal sacrifices. On
fucking A, man.
So
it's got to rain somehow. Look at that cloud. Look at that cloud they summoned, dude. This shit's working, bro. Let them fucking bring them all out there.
Is that smoke, though?
It'll turn into a cloud. I don't know how fucking weather works, man, but it looks like some shit is going on. It looks like a little man in the sky. And look, and out of his right arm is coming rain, dude. And that's how you know the voodoo's working.
Yeah, why don't you tell us about the animals, since let's just get into it. So I wanted to find out about the driving situation with the Haitians and the animal situations. Are they cooking pets? Are they eating pets? Go ahead and start with the driving thing, because I think that's fucking off the hook, man. All these people are getting run over and
dude. Wow, yeah, that's bad. I don't know where to even fucking begin with that, because it is. Well, I guess the worst one was about a year ago. There was a Haitian going down the road in a van, and he hit a school bus and flipped it. And I forget how many times it flipped, but a 11-year-old boy was
flipped? The bus or the van?
Yeah, the school bus. And
there was little kids on it.
Yeah, they were going to their first day of school. Now, 11-year-old boy was thrown out of the bus and then fell under the bus as it rolled and was crushed. My niece was on that bus.
Damn.
That was. It gets politicized a lot, but that's personal to me. And it could have been her, dude. It could have easily been her. And it could have been any of those kids, really. I mean, it's fucking lucky it wasn't more of them.
Yeah.
That's the one that stands out the most. Had a hell of a time getting that guy to get prosecuted. And I will say, I don't think that's because he's Haitian. I live out here in the country. My friend's daughter was walking their dog down the road with another friend. My other friend that we both went to high school with, we're not friends, but we went to high school with that guy. He was driving down the road. He was stoned off his ass and ran him over and killed him. And they didn't prosecute the guy for killing my friend's daughter, right? Just some regular white guy. So when it comes to the Haitians, they're not going to fucking do anything about those guys because they're a protected
Did somebody else prosecute him?
No, he ended up getting in trouble for beating his girlfriend and went to jail for that. My friend's kid, no, we don't have the resources to prosecute him for fucking running her over. But he beat a woman, so let's put him in jail. I
swear to God, you do. It's just what do you got to lose?
It's crazy here, man. It's crazy. Like before they showed up, we were fucked. And now this is like we don't stand a chance. But yeah, they drive as fast as they want. They drive any type of way because they don't know how. What happens is they show up, they go to the BMV to get a driver's license, and they have to get a permit. And we've all been there, man. When you got your driver's permit, you sucked at driving. And that was with a licensed driver in the car riding around with you. These fuckers get their permits, don't drive with any licensed drivers in the car, have hardly any idea what the fucking signage says around them.
They don't got fucking roads in Haiti. They don't have cars in Haiti. They've never probably ridden in a fucking car with people. Like they are out of it.
Right.
Well, okay.
And the other thing,
there's that.
People roll around on the floor.
I drive around, but watch your ass because I'm outrunning you over too. But
because
what's the rumors with the Haitians having like sub 80 IQs? Like all of them are really dumb. I've heard that.
Really?
That's an Anthony Cumia thing. He said they all have like 60, 70 IQs.
Yeah, I don't believe that. But they do go to the BMV, and because they're Haitian, they don't speak English. They have to have an interpreter. And the interpreter just gives them the answers to the fucking driver's question. So they get their permit. And then
because they got a person sitting right next to them the entire time they're doing the fucking test.
Yeah.
All right.
So, they say,
well, back to the 60, 70 IQ thing then, eh?
I mean,
how do we know they're not dumb?
Well, that's true. I don't know French enough to speak, but I really think they're probably okay people. They just I really think they're.
You don't have to say that. You're on friendly grounds here. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I'm so sick of every interview I see. The people are like, "Oh yeah, these people, they're fine. I don't really have anything bad to say about them. I'm not a racist." No. Don't fuck that shit, dude. Like if they suck, they suck. They seem like they suck. I'm sorry.
Well, here's the thing. No, it's so weird because I try to look at it from their point of view. Like I said, when they're inviting people over, I was thinking the other day, and I thought if 2/3 of the place I lived hated me and all of my relatives, I would be dying for a friend to come over and hang out and go to work with me. You know what I mean?
But they smell too bad, right? You wouldn't want to hang out with them. Folks, calm down.
No, I feel you, man. It's one of those things where, like, I go back and forth where I'm like, man, I feel bad for them because they are being exploited just as much as we are, if not more so. They're really getting fucked over. So
Guru's right. We do want the fucking truth, and X does seem to be the only place. How come we have to go look up this stuff ourselves to find out about the truth? That's what pisses me off the most.
Because I go from being like, man, I see where they're coming from. I feel bad for them to, man, I hate every motherfucking one of these people. Like it really is one of those things where, yesterday I was watching a news thing. They were talking about how some Haitian family is scared to bring their family to visit them here. And I remember I just screamed at the TV.
Can you imagine how scared they would be to go back to Haiti?
Yeah. And I remember I saw that and I was like, fucking good. I'm glad they're scared. And then on the, because how the fuck do you think we feel? But at the same time,
I've heard a bunch of locals that have been there for 30, 40, 50 years, and they all say the same thing. I don't want to go outside. I'm scared to go outside. I'm afraid to get run over. I'm afraid that one of these fuckers is going to smack me. So I've heard
road. Mm-hmm. Don't go down that road there, quad. Full of Haitians don't know how to drive.
Springfield had enough problems with drivers. Because
what goes down that road won't come back the same. Brown's gone south.
There's a decent amount of people driving down the road just on the nod, man. Because I've been behind people where I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They're just zoned out on heroin, man. I mean,
or
it's dangerous.
oxys or fentanyl or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Yeah, nowadays, I mean, same shit out here. Small towns, I think, all across our country have gotten that way. But yeah, the like you said, the less jobs, the less opportunity, the more people seem to be really depressed in. And I don't think the fucking pandemic helped at all either. So,
but with the
can I talk about the pandemic, Adam? Or are you people going to come after me? Okay,
go ahead.
He's Kit-Katted out. Hey, well, listen, would you rather fight a hippo or be behind an Asian woman in reverse?
Standing or in its vehicle?
Her vehicle? She identifies
as him. Would he be standing or in a vehicle? No, the Jason.
No. Would you rather fight a hippo, a live hippopotamus, or be behind an Asian woman in reverse?
All right, moving on from the dumb question.
I'm going hippo.
We don't even care. We don't even care anymore.
Were you asking Adam or me?
Yeah, I was confused.
I don't know. Anybody on panel except for fucking Derek. Because he's going into all this Republican shit.
I never even said Republican.
I want the hippo. Asian people freak me out.
When did I say something Republican, you piece of shit? When did that happen?
For the last fucking 45 minutes, fuckface.
No, I said they're all pieces of shit and they're all paid by lobbyists and they're all in on it. I said that, you idiot. I said that none of them give a fuck. I said,
and
I'm definitely all of that stuff. Yes, that's a fact. But I did not. I haven't brought it to the forefront today. I can guarantee that. I would know. Trust me. So yeah, this is that story. The 11-year-old Ohio boy killed last year. But like I was saying, with the everyone being a fag and not being able to say what they want nowadays, even worse, the politicization of that story, which that kid's dad came out and made that press conference where he got cucked like a little faggot. I want to spit in that guy's face. I don't even give a fuck. He has a dead kid. Just like Aaron Imholt with cats, right, Lemmy?
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
No, I was just going over the top to make a point, but
Johnny confronting him about that was definitely interesting, though.
Yeah, we might get into that today later in the episode. Absolutely, good segue. We're just a little ahead of our time on that one, but yeah, this is that kid's dad came out and did this press conference, and the way he started it off makes me want to punch him immediately. The first sentence out of his mouth pissed me off. Here we go.
In our best interest to be here after recent comments. You know, I wish that my son, Aiden Clark, was killed by a 60-year-old white man.
Why? That's weird.
So this is the kid you're talking about where this boy got runned over, plus 20 other kids were injured, like we were looking in the news story. But yeah, this guy comes out, whatever, last week, maybe Thursday or Friday, and made this press conference because he didn't like what Trump said about Haitians eating puppies. But whatever. Can you imagine being a dad with a dead kid and the first line out of your mouth is, I wish my kid would have been run over by a 60-year-old white guy?
It's a pretty fucked up fantasy to have.
Yeah.
I mean, no judgments, but, you know.
Oh, I fucking judged him. I've judged him, and I would like to execute him too.
Derek.
Whoa.
TOS.
Is that why Lemmy's off screen right now? She knows it's going deep. She knows I'm going for a touchdown. Yeah, Adam's gone too. Son of a bitch, I ran all my co-hosts off. The rhetoric, it's too tough for these fuckers. You guys are all pussies, man. Get some balls at them.
Yeah,
did the kid live?
People.
Fuck no. The 20 other kids that got injured, right, Jason? But this kid got killed.
Yeah, his was only one.
Talk about bad
and then
luck.
His dad was wishing death by white man, 60-year-old, apparently.
Wait, so Jason knows this guy?
No.
Oh, you know,
my niece was on the bus.
On the bus that he was
holy shit.
Was she one of the 20 injured?
Yeah, she was. It wasn't good. I mean, she wasn't
Jesus.
like critically injured or anything, but she definitely got fucked up.
Oh, sorry to hear about that. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Jesus, man. So yeah, geez, you're really fucking part of this whole story.
Yeah.
Come to find out.
They ran over somebody's grandma as she was putting in trash cans by the fucking
Yeah.
road.
I just saw that story last night, as a matter of fact. And yeah, the lady's daughter went.
Run?
No, different incident. And that guy hasn't been prosecuted either.
Right.
He has not got a charge yet, and it's been like a year and a half.
And that's the thing,
like last December.
We need them to hold these people accountable, and they won't even like hold anybody account for anything, dude. Like I was saying with my friend kid getting killed, like they don't do shit about anyone, and we desperately need them to do something about these people, and nothing is happening, and they're not going to stop unless something happens to them. And back to the driving thing real quick before I forget, they will get pulled over not having a valid driver's license or a driver in the car having a permit. Somebody gave them that car to drive. You can't rent a car without a driver's license. They will not cite the person who gave them the car illegally to drive. They will not cite the person who's driving illegally, and they will not tow the car. So what the fuck is the punishment?
That's crazy.
How are they going to ever learn to stop if you don't do a fucking thing to stop them?
Yeah.
How?
Massachusetts is pretty bad too. We give illegals driver's licenses up here.
It's crazy.
I disagree. I don't think you need a driver's license to drive a car. I mean, like, if you read the amendment,
but you do. But you
don't. You don't.
You do.
Are you in the Sob Sit movement, Granny?
Am I what?
Sovereign, you know what the sovereign citizen movement?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Until he runs into a cop, fucking puts him in
I mean, I get all.
He is.
I
get all this shit. No shit, buddy. I have
been there, done that. Been there, done that. But it's past tense, Adam.
I have been arrested for said thing.
But you tell them you're a sovereign citizen.
That's why he wants to be a sovereign citizen so bad, because he don't want to get arrested again.
It's too bad it doesn't work. If it did work, that would be pretty fucking cool.
I mean, it does work. It's just a long ass fight, bro. You do have to go and create. You have to start a different lawsuit against the DMV because your case isn't with the actual criminal justice system. It's with the DMV. So, like, you do have the right to transport. It's sovereign citizen bullshit, yeah. But you do have the right to transport, and you can fight that. Really? But what you don't, but you don't have, but it takes too goddamn long. And secondly, you're going to sit in fucking jail for 90 days while you do it.
Well, I've seen too many of these fucking people get arrested and dragged out of cars, kicking and screaming and trying to roadside lawyer. So I just assumed that they were fucking idiots. But that
maybe you ought to be one of these. Maybe you ought to start doing that auditing, Granny. Maybe see if you can go to the DMV and start doing some auditing online.
Yeah, that'll be it. I'm gonna need more fucking time.
Just filming, just getting in your face now, just talking shit to you now. What? Why don't you explain the law to me, bitch?
The amendments that I'm aware of, transportation it's not taxable, but because you are deciding to drive on their roadways, but you have the free right to transport other than paid roadways.
Hey, Granny, you actually do have the right to travel. You know those little you see the things that your shoes have inside of them? They're called feet. You can travel anywhere you want. That's part of the commerce.
That doesn't
clause.
Go for everybody.
No, that is part of the commerce clause. You can travel anywhere in the United States you want to.
But
you can't take a car anywhere the fuck you want, though.
Because of crippled sons of bitches like you, the law has been redefined.
Buy a wheelchair instead of a car.
Anywhere.
Buy a wheelchair instead of a chair, you lazy son of a
lawsuits, bitch. Verbiage is your biggest fucking obstacle.
I think verbiage is going to be your biggest obstacle, honestly.
Real quick, talking about laws, I just want to get back to the Haitian thing, because this is kind of interesting how they got away with it for so long. In the beginning, because our courts didn't have a French interpreter to speak their language, they would go in and get busted with something, and they would come in with their ticket. Nobody could interpret for them, so it'd get put off for 45 days. They come in, no interpreter, get put off 45 days, come in, no interpreter, it's dismissed. And they got away with that shit like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they got all kinds of scams they come up with for the immigrants. They don't do it for regular citizens, but they sure the hell do it for illegal aliens. I'm sick of calling them immigrants too. They're just fucking aliens, illegal aliens. Fuck that.
Well, that's the other thing that's so fucking frustrating is most of them that are here are migrants. So even like we can't
with amnesty, right?
You know what I mean? It's like fuck.
Now, well, they got amnesty. That's like the 20,000 that were dumped in your city.
Yeah,
got amnesty from the fucking Kamala, from what I understand.
And I wish to God, like a common misconception is the government put them here, and it's like, man, I wish they did, because maybe they could like disperse them other places and be like, oh yeah, we fucked up. We meant to put 5,000 in Cleveland, 5,000 in Cincinnati, a couple thousand in Columbus. You were only supposed to get 500. The shipment order got fucked up. Sorry about that, but that's not happening, man. We're just stuck. Like this is just how it's going to be. And like I said, they're not stopping them. They're just more and more every fucking day, man. I promise you, this week at least 10 more showed up. At least.
You're preaching to the fucking choir, though, man. Like, especially, well, not Oregon, but like definitely me. Like, what? We've been flooded with immigration for fucking 40 years, dude. I work next to the motherfuckers. They're hard ass workers, and they put on their cowboy boots and shit, and fucking get in their dumbass little fucking La Cucaracha, La Cucaracha vehicles,
Mexican polka,
and they party till 4 o'clock in the morning with the music fucking blaring, dude. It doesn't. I don't give a fuck. Look, I'm still gonna get the same.
Hold on.
Yeah.
To be fair, Granny, Florida is like an ever evolving touristy state, so like we could use the manpower and like the cheap labor, to be honest. But if you're gonna overflood like a smaller populated non-tourist spot,
well,
his town was.
But that's exactly what the fuck they did. They did that.
You don't notice immigrants until you shove them into a town like Jason lives or I live. Then you notice it, and then you're like, "Holy shit!"
That's not fucking true. That's
there ain't
just
no
not
jobs.
true.
All the jobs are taken by people that don't even speak English. So when I go to the DMV here, or when I go to like the healthcare places, every person that works there is bilingual for a reason, because half the people that go in there are fucking Mexicans or whatever.
No shit, man. Probably same shit happened around Ellis Island, man. A bunch of motherfuckers speaking Italian. Look, man, we're just on a different fucking verge of it, in my fucking opinion.
Totally the exact same thing. People coming from Haiti or people coming from Europe. Right. Exactly the same. It's not exactly the same, dude. Come on.
It damn near is, other than there's a lot more people. Like, inflation on people works too, Derek.
What did you just say? Inflation?
Yeah. People keep fucking, man. Turns out the population keeps rising. There's more fucking people want to come over and make money and send it back to their fucking families on little red phones and convenience stores.
Exactly. Yeah, well, here's the cool thing about the earth. It's filled with 2/3 of the people are in extreme poverty, and we can't have all 8 billion people living in just the United States. Don't work like that. So let's not inflate it. Let's stop that shit. Build that wall, motherfucker.
Get a fake eye and a butcher's knife and then fucking talk to me, all right?
I'm all about Bill the Butcher. I'm fucking down. I'm with it. Fuck yes. Let's finish this dude's horrible statement and wish death upon him some more.
Aiden Clark was killed by a 60-year-old white man. I bet you never thought anyone would ever say something so blunt. But if that guy killed my 11-year-old son, the incessant group of hate-spewing people would leave us alone. The last thing that we need is to have the worst day of our lives violently and constantly shoved in our faces.
Like right now?
But even that's not good enough for them. They take it one step further. They make it seem as though our wonderful Aiden appreciates your hate, that we should follow their hate. And look what you've done to us. We have to get up here and beg them to stop. Using Aiden as a political tool is, to say the least, reprehensible for any political purpose.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you stop talking about illegal aliens driving around and running people over, please? Yeah,
right there.
Just because he ran my kid over don't mean much to me. The only thing that matters to me is your hatred of people driving around and killing people. Yeah, fucking dope. What does this guy not get about what happened? Who do you like? You feel cool about would you have preferred the guy had been white that ran into the bus, Jason?
No.
Or do you give a fuck who did it?
Because to be honest, like until it was revealed who did it, like that didn't matter at all. Everybody's just like, holy shit, man, what happened to the school bus? And then it turns out that is what happened. And everybody's like, oh, well, fuck that. He shouldn't have been here, blah, blah, blah. And that's when everything started. But everybody was very concerned about the kids. And the guy's just so fucking stupid. That's all there is to it.
All right. Well, I'm glad you agree on that. That guy really fucking bugs me if you can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he needs to learn how to work a podium like Phil Davidson. See, that's his problem. Like if he would have came in like Phil Davidson.
You don't like the lazy leaning against it stance. He kind of looks a little fat, a little insecure, maybe doing a little lean.
Yeah, Miss Producer.
He's making his wife cry. That's the part that's sad. The wife has to stand there and listen to him talk about this fucking nonsense. Do you think he got paid by some Democrats or some weird shit like that?
It wouldn't surprise me in the least, dude. Not at all.
It's always fucking Democrats.
I feel like that dude's like walking right over the top of his son's grave. That really bugs me, man.
Because I get being annoyed. Like I wouldn't want them politicizing my kid's death either. But at the same time, I wouldn't go the extra step to ask them to stop because they're not going to, no matter what. So just I don't know. I thought that was kind of a political move in and of itself, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's obviously at least a liberal, if not paid to be a whatever he's doing there. I can't imagine someone getting paid to say that shit when your kid just died, but I don't know. I can't imagine what put him up to doing that. It really fucking pissed me off.
This place is so fucked up, man. Nothing would surprise me out of Springfield for real.
Well, that's just a national thing. They're like, I don't even know why the hate thing came up. Like that has nothing to do with the story. Like, what's this guy's fucking deal? I did indeed find that thing I was telling you guys about. If you wanted to pop on and watch that. But before we did that, I had another little ditty that I thought you guys might like. Oh, give me a second. I lost it. Yeah, here it is. 33. All right, we got it.
Oh, shit. I put it in the wrong chat. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. At the DNC, it looks like Lemmy was walking around out there with the sign. Don't answer yet, Lemmy, because I swear this has to be you. It is you. I mean, let's just be honest. It's you. Don't lie.
I think it's funny. I do find it very confusing, though. I'm confused by the people who are taking this person seriously and like trying to be delicate about her feelings. Like, what?
Has that worked? What are you hoping you're going to get out of this?
I'm not looking for a riot. I'm not looking for people to get severely injured or injured in general. I am here because it's a fun time. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Holding this sign feels fun to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you worry that you're hurting the larger
racism? Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm not anti-war.
I don't see it.
I love getting berated by people in capes, dude.
I mean, obviously, there's a lot of tension.
I don't see the resemblance.
See, that's the part I don't get. He's talking to her like they're having a debate about Palestine versus Israel.
I love it. You don't see the resemblance? Seriously?
Not even a little bit, man.
Come on, man. Like, what am I talking about?
Lemmy looks more
How dare you.
Jewish, honestly, dude. Like, she's got a long Nordic face, the other chick.
Boom! There you are. So we knew now we know you traveled to Chicago for the DNC. That's
I
pretty
just
brazen.
Would
you? Yeah, I'm a fan, and yes, would. She seems just crazy enough. Lemmy, that is.
No, I like her sign.
I love her sign. It's fucking hilarious.
Her sign says,
I mean, can you imagine?
fuck nigger.
Nick Gurr. Nicholas Gurr, of course, we're talking about. And I did right after this is the story from Mongolia. So let's check that out too while we're at it.
That dude ain't Mongolian.
He ain't, but the rest of it is.
Swastika tattoos. They were the real deal. This is a realer deal. This is like World War II shit.
I'm in Ulaanbaatar, the capital city of Mongolia.
Skinhead.
It's the 20th of April, and about to meet a group of people that celebrate this date every year because it's Hitler's birthday.
Whoa. Oh, he had a towel symbol on his fucking.
It's a very important day for you, isn't it?
They are honorary Aryans, dude.
Well,
you know
if it's
that,
okay
right?
with you, can we ride with you
I have
and we
no
can
idea.
hear about what your ideology is?
Yes, you can. Our custom in Mongolia is that if the guest is polite, then so is the host.
So you want all the
Even when they just talk normal, they still sound like Mongolian, what are they called? Throat singers or whatever?
Yeah. They train hawks and shit, dude.
the Jews out of Mongolia? Yeah, done. You want all the
You want the Jews out of Mongolia? Done. Yeah.
blacks out of
You want the Haitians out of Springfield? Good luck.
Mongolia? Done.
If they abuse us, we'll retaliate.
They are celebrating the event with a motorcade through the capital. I remember in the parade.
I love all
Nothing like a Prius motor.
God, it looks gray and dirty and cold and depressing.
Like,
doesn't it? Like Russia, like most of China.
That must be the
Hey guys,
senior boss.
thanks for meeting me on this dirt pile.
About what you're going to experience before you experience it. And
Look at that guy. He's like the Morpheus of Nazis.
this is one of those moments where it is more surreal.
He's giving
than
out
I
pills, dude.
Hey guys, next year can we meet like at a bar or rent a hall at a hotel or something, or even someone's house? This is kind of a bummer.
In the campo, dude. I don't even think he was
Amazing.
invited.
I don't know. I think
He's
that's
just there.
amazing. man.
He's
Shout
just
out to
there out of
Mongolia.
passion, dude.
Keeping it real. Whatever you guys are doing over there,
That
it's
tattoo is
wild.
impressive.
It's fucking wild. What's up, guys?
I wasn't ready for that. That was, that was something else, man.
I mean, we celebrate 420 here. What's the difference?
Yeah, we do.
It's. I mean, it might be a little different. I guess there's a little more green stuff getting smoked, but other than that,
Yeah, while we're shitting on Ohio, we passed legislation to make marijuana legal, and then I had my my medical card for years. The second it got passed, like 3 months before they made it legal, all the dispensaries doubled their prices.
Oh, it sucks.
Fuck.
Like, man, everybody here fucks us, dude. I'm
Talk
that's
about
just
your
America,
Nazis,
right?
dude. They're Naziing out weed, bro. They're Anne Franking your weed.
Yeah, I drove 3 hours, went to Michigan and bought 6 ounces and came home and said, fuck Ohio. Could have had my money.
Is it true that in Ohio they sell tenths of an ounce instead of eighths?
It is very true. It's 2.83, but they sell it as an eighth. Yeah, very, very true.
That's
Do
ridiculous.
the same thing with
That's like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You go to Michigan, you get the exact amount that it's supposed to be. It's 10 times cheaper. It's so nuts.
It's like
man.
the state is pinching nugs out of your bag, basically.
Yeah. Yep. They get their finder's fee. It's
don't
exactly
you pitch
what
your
it is.
bag, Green? Isn't that your thing?
Fuck yeah, man.
Or you rubber band them off or whatever?
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I tie my nuts off, and if I get you drugs, I'm definitely taking some.
The main thing you should be denouncing, according to Captain Miserable, is Haitians chat instead of chat. Should denounce Haitians, Chad, and Ray DeVito, all three in a bundle. Hell yeah, man.
And
all
Drew
right.
Carey too.
What's wrong with Drew Carey? I thought he was funny. Isn't he funny?
Oh no! Did you hear? He came out. He's a total cuck now.
Really?
He's a Biden supporter. Yeah, he used to be like
Oh.
a libertarian,
Wait.
but
Yeah.
he like
I thought you
Penn
were gonna
Jillette.
name real
He like Penn Jillette has turned. I swear to God, Penn Jillette's another one I used to really respect, and he turned into. He gave a ton of money to Biden. Yeah.
No
So
shit.
he's
I
just
didn't know
like
that.
Aaron Imholt too now, huh? He's a cuck.
Well,
Yeah.
that sucks, man. I like Drew Carey. Or I
Yeah,
did.
I always liked him too. That surprised me. I was like, really, Biden? You gave money to Biden?
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird because he caught a lot of shit for being a right wing kind of guy for a long time.
Yeah, maybe he just got tired. Maybe he just figured, fuck it, I'll just go cuck, go full cuck. Who actually like legitimately makes the move? Like I've heard of the walk away movement, but who actually walks towards the Democrats? Other than stupid brainwashed like millennial, not millennial, but like other than stupid Gen Z kids who don't know any better, they have no like historical context.
Mm-hmm.
The walk away movement. Have you ever heard about the waka 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 movement? No.
Yeah, even Fozzie Bears had enough.
All right, let's get into it. Have you or do you know of Haitians eating kittens or puppies?
I wholeheartedly think that's bullshit, even though it is a hell of a story. I know that. Well, I can't say I know. I think they are getting geese out of the parks and stuff.
Yeah,
and I think part of that is probably don't know they're not allowed, but I can't really blame them because I like to eat duck. So, but I don't think they're eating anybody's cats or anything like that. And if you go on Facebook and look up the Springfield, Ohio Crime Monitor group, for years and years and years and years and years, all people do is post their missing pets on there. So I think it's just a problem of a bunch of heroin addicts not being able to lock up their dogs, and they get ran over in the street and they think somebody ate them.
All right.
I know it's not a good what anybody wants to hear, but I really don't think they're doing that. If they were, I think it. Oh my God, if they were, Jesus Christ, would probably already
open up food trucks where it's like cat and dog, and it becomes like a new hipster thing. Then the hipsters will move there, and then the neighborhood. Then it'll really go to shit.
Well, I was telling somebody that the other day. I said, man, it could have been 20 to 30,000 supermodels, and we'd still be just as fucked because the infrastructure just can't handle the overload of people. Like, we're a poor ass town.
But at least you get laid, probably.
Anybody, huh?
At least you get laid though if some supermodels came to
town. It'd be something to look at.
Yeah.
I mean, so what I've heard is that like the government subsidizing the rent and whatever for all the immigrants, and they're paying top dollar full price, and they're displacing the people that live in the rental homes, apartments, etc., to get that guaranteed money from the government, which is bigger. Apparently, has rent and whatnot gone. It's increased because of the influx.
I don't want to say it's increased, but it's not getting available to people who aren't from Haiti. No, what they do is they're non-renewing leases, and they're looking for reasons to evict people, because the sooner they get those people out there, well, that's the other thing is
the blacks.
Is
no, the opposite.
Everybody in the community is really sick of it. It's like the black people, the white people, the Asians, the Mexicans, we're all like, man, they got to get the fuck out of here. So it's not, the races are one on this where we're just like, we are being overrun. So it's transcended race at this point. I mean, which is strange to say because we're talking about a race, but it's united a lot of people in the community. I won't say everybody. It's united a lot of us to where we're like, this is our problem, and those are the people who are causing it.
It sounds almost like a South Park episode.
Yeah.
Y'all fuck with Santeria at all?
No. I was trying to think of the rest of the.
I ain't got no crystal
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's
I was gonna say. You must have been listening to that in your car on the way home.
No, man, it's just Mexican voodoo, dude. That's all it is. It's just Spanish voodoo, bro.
Pretty much.
But yeah, they are just kicking people out, and the whole reason for all this, I guess we'll just jump right in. There's a guy who owns a employment staffing agency. He is also a slumlord that owns over 60 houses in Springfield. That guy is the reason we're in this mess. He brought in Haitian people to fill staffing jobs in Springfield. He housed them in his houses. He ended up getting more and more contracts as more and more jobs were brought in. And he just kept filling it more and more and more and more. And next thing you know, it went from, a couple hundred to a few thousand to thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And what he does, I'm sure he's at max capacity now, but he would take his house, he would evict whoever was in it. He would bring these guys in. They're paying $250 a month to sleep on a cot in the house. And he is stacking that motherfucker with as many as he can. So you go from, just whatever resident lives here, we'll say they pay $1,600 a month. You move that motherfucker out, and God knows how much you can make. It depends how many are willing to live in a house, and they are willing to live a lot in a house. And that's what started it. That dude just imported the fuck out of them. And how they can't stop a guy with a company, that's why they're all fucking in on it, dude. How can you not stop a guy from destroying an entire community? It's not even fucking up the city, dude. I live
insurance,
in
bro. He's got an umbrella policy, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I live in the country. There was a guy down the road found one living in his barn. Like
found one what?
They found a Haitian living in his barn.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I thought you were talking about a critter of some kind.
There's a rural school right down the road. It's called Shawnee. It's got a beautiful facility, man. They have spent so much fucking money building this brand new school, and it was
there's a bunch of little Haitians running around in it, dude. Santa ran it up.
Well, it was like brand new, and they built it for room to grow, and now they're instantly overcrowded with 800 kids that don't speak English. Like, who the fuck?
That's what the facilities, but other Haitians, I guess, man.
I guess.
Are they cutting the fucking the stuffed crust off their pizzas and shit?
Well, the other thing is, like, the school's like, hey, we can't afford this shit. Like, what's going to happen? And the government,
schools can't afford dick. Like, it's been the same complaint for 30 years.
They were the only school out here that could afford to do anything, and they're fucked. Like, they got shipped out here from the Springfield schools because Springfield can't handle the amount of students. Because in Springfield, they're enrolling. Let me see if I can find. This is from a state official, so I'm not just making bullshit up because it's so fucking hard to believe.
But y'all might have a good sports program now. You know what I mean? You ever thought about that upside?
What are Haitians good at?
Well, here it is.
You're thinking Jamaicans.
This is from Kyle Kohler. He's a former state representative. What he's saying is 19-year-old Haitian men and women are being enrolled in high school as freshmen, entering classes with 13-year-old boy and girl.
Well, that's going to work out good.
Yeah.
They never heard of rape before, huh?
Right. So, I mean, it's so fucked, dude. This is so far beyond dogs and cats. And that's all that really gets the buzz is, are they eating dogs and cats?
No. I would argue with you that that's the genius part of Donald Trump. Is he says something so stupid like that in a debate that people are like, that's such nonsense. And then they start looking into stuff and they're like, oh, actually, these Haitians are like ruining this tiny little town when you look into it. So by saying something stupid like that, it actually does put eyeballs on what's going on.
Yeah, it's just surprising because, like I said before the show, when all this started, I knew we were fucked, but it was just our problem, and there was no help coming. There probably still isn't, but at least everybody knows about it now. It's shocking to see anybody talk about it. So I want to thank you guys for having me on, because it really is one of those things where like the truth is crazier than fiction, and the fiction's pretty fucking out there.
Absolutely. Do you know the name of that dude that's doing all the
that's the thing. I should be able to. I know his last name. I got it from somebody, some investigator. And that's the other thing. They're trying to keep us quiet, because I've been on Twitter just bitching and complaining about this shit. You DM'd me the other day, right? I mean, I've been using Twitter. It's been active, all this shit. I go to DM a reporter and my account gets locked. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I saw. I mean, I was watching the city council, and from the day, what was it? The day before the debate, they were already talking about all this shit, and that was kind of interesting. But you could tell the city managers and stuff just wanted to shut down anyone that got up there to talk. It was fucked up.
Yeah, the guy's name's Lagos, Lagaos. That's his last name.
Oh,
like
that's
from
a place
Lord of
in
the
Africa.
Rings?
Yeah, I think it's the same guy.
Really? He's an elf?
Yeah, the evil elf. I'd like to clarify that.
Is he black?
No.
Then
that's
he's
how
not. You're right. Then he is probably an elf, dude. He probably is.
Away with it all. He'd have been in prison by now.
Well, there are no black elves, dude. I was trying, like, I was cross-examining you there a little bit.
But it is wild, dude. Like, how do you not stop a guy? They want it to happen because no one gives a fuck about them, the Haitians, and no one gives a fuck about the people who live in Springfield. So if we take care of each other, no one gives a shit, right? I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm trying not to get too worked up, but it is very frustrating.
Yeah, I can see where you'd be pissed off about it.
They are making it an us against them culture, but they're at the same time taking advantage of both of us.
Yeah, they're profiting while you guys will all suffer on both sides. Actually, you know what? The Haitians aren't suffering, dude. They just came here from Haiti, by the way.
Right. They're
doing fine.
Somebody saw that all these buildings are getting put up, like all these nice housing units are getting built. And they're like, why are they building them across the street from Ronez, which is like the worst ghetto in Springfield? And it's like, because the people they're building them for is from Haiti, and Ronez, which is the ghetto of Springfield, doesn't look that bad to them. You know, that's why
they're getting food. They're fine.
Yeah.
They're not eating mud cookies. They're good.
Which is something I was trying to tell people, like with the dog and cat thing, is these guys, in addition to working, they get a card that they get $600 to $1,600 a month on. So these guys are eating pretty fucking good. You know, they're going and getting steaks and shit like that. They're not fucking with the dogs and cats and stuff. They're eating well, and they are dressed to the nines too.
So, okay. So they're getting EBT and they're going to Walmart maybe and getting all that nice and one gear.
And while they're there, they're going down the aisles of Walmart, just blocking the fucking shit off so nobody else can walk down the aisle. You know,
because they don't understand like how to be polite or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, it's cultural differences and all this shit. And it's like, well, that's not a cultural difference. Like, no matter who the fuck you are, you know, the aisle goes both ways. It doesn't matter where you came from. You know, these are human beings. They're not just moronic blobs that got sent here. Everybody has a somewhat of a semblance of how, you know, life works. I mean,
maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, you just look around, you see what everybody else is doing. You just kind of try to assimilate. You know what I mean?
I mean, also like if you think about people in India and people in Asia, and then you see how they like stack into subways and stuff, like they don't actually care about other people and running into people and shit. Like they're used to being smushed into like cattle cars, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. I don't know if Hades is the same way, but yeah, like, do you have anything else in summation about Springfield? Besides, I guess we kind of covered it all, right? Or do you got
just
more?
That I am blown away that this poverty-stricken, uneducated, heroin-addicted town with the outrageous homeless problem with a million things going on could actually get worse. That's the takeaway. Everybody's like, well, it can't get much worse. And it's like, no, I found out it can get a lot worse. I had no idea, but if you add a third of the population to something, it could really fuck shit up. So yeah, that's what I've learned.
Yeah, there you go. That's a very good point, Guru, who's French. They don't want us to generalize, except for when it comes to straight white men. Then you can say like, straight white men. Yeah, that's totally fine. I've never heard of like hate crimes against white people or like hate speech against white people or whatever. They're playing the game pretty tight against that kind of stuff. I saw they put up a sign.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm glad you brought that up because they're putting up hate crime signs.
Yeah, the FBI is, right?
Contact the FBI, and they're in French. And there's also a thing going on where if you mention someone's race when you insult them, you can be arrested for racial intimidation. So if I say, fuck you, or that's fine. But if I say, and this has happened in other places, I haven't seen it yet in Springfield, but it's happening in Ohio, where if you say fuck you and you say a race or a
if you said like fuck your black ass,
something like that,
your black ass,
intimidation. Yeah.
I had not heard that. I'd only really heard about just like screaming the N-word at people while you're beating them. Usually that is the big one. If you're like in a fight and then you say the N-word, you're like, fucked.
Yeah, they're trying.
They can call you a cracker while they're whooping your ass. Oh, I can guarantee that.
Yeah, no. The only white people are going to get in trouble with the racial intimidation law. I'll tell you that.
That's a fact.
That's who it's designed.
That's a fact. Yeah, absolutely.
Man, it's a shame, dude. I never thought I would see it. I really didn't. I mean, it's one of those deals where, like I said, if somebody would have told me this was happening, I would have just thought they were full of shit. And there's just no way. But it's real.
Daytwa, you're gonna have to go to the beginning and watch it all over again because we're just kind of wrapping up the entire interview of what is happening on the ground in Springfield, Ohio. So I hope you do so you can get the real story, not what's being said on the news or wherever else they lie to you. Hopefully,
and if you watch the news, I will say this: it has gotten a lot better. Well, not a lot better. It's gotten better. But that's only because people are watching us. The second you guys take your eyes off of us, it goes back to the way it was, and it's going to be a lot worse. And we're going to end up having this conversation 6 months to a year from now, and it's going to be because of the bloodbath that's happening in this town.
No, we have been having this conversation for 30 years, and it hasn't stopped. And like you said, it can't get much worse. Yeah, we've been saying that for 30 years, and it can, and it is. And they're giving them fucking amnesty now, so... pretty much anyone that comes from any country to our country and just says, I want amnesty, they get it. And that's not the way the fucking law. I will rant and rave about how fucked up immigration is at this point. It's not good.
The other thing is they're having babies and stuff, the anchor babies.
Yeah, they have a lot more babies than we have. They'll have 8 kids. We're like, what, 1.3 as Americans or something? Mm-hmm. It's not good.
And they're dropping them off.
We're dying out.
They're dropping them off at clinics. They're not even taking them to the hospital where somebody can actually give birth. They're just because they don't know better. They don't know they just think, oh, we're dropping them off at this doctor place and it'll magically just be a place where they can give birth. It doesn't work that way, but they don't seem to get that.
So they just walk in.
So they just pull up and drop the lady off, and then they go off and go wherever. And the lady's stuck there and she's at the wrong place. This is nuts.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, imagine being a pregnant woman and your husband just drops you off somewhere.
I can't imagine.
And just leaves.
Let me imagine being a pregnant woman.
And the whole time you're at the wrong fucking place, and now you have nowhere way to get to where you're supposed to be. You know, I mean, it's so nuts.
Well, it sounds like they just jump in vehicles and drive around. So I don't know.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Oh, how dare you? How dare you? Nobody likes Nishan. Day 12, you can sit this one out, in my opinion. Fuck you, man. How dare you? We are going to get into the stupid shit you want us to talk about, which we love also, because we're stupid too. But yes, now it's time for Dabbleverse stuff. I appreciate all the information from the ground in Springfield, Ohio.
Anytime.
I appreciate that, man.
Thanks for having me,
man.
Yeah, you can pop off now, or you can stay and listen to Godfrey. We're going to go from Haitians to Nigerian immigrants next.
I remember Godfrey from NLO days, man.
Right. No, we're going to get into bashing a little old Godfrey right now as we speak. Not a fan. Yeah. Godfrey, of course, has been going up against Melton. And I don't mind jumping on the bandwagon because I already have issues with Godfrey, mainly back when he had an issue with Anthony Cumia and during the pandemic. And his comments were something along the lines of, a bunch of us should all get together and storm that compound and go fuck all of them guys up because him and Gino were having a little bit of a beef at the time. Gino Bisconte, if you don't know. What's that, Adam?
I was going to say that's rational. That's a rational response. I'm going to beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah, because whatever. Because Aaron Berg left in hot water and he went over to Gas Network, the Gas Digital Network, the Legion of Skanks boys. We all know him. But yeah, so Aaron went over there and then he explained why he left Gino's show because Gino says the N-word and gets drunk every show. Which isn't wrong. I mean, in a lot of ways, it's true. But whatever. When Godfrey heard of all those little things, and then Aaron was talking about all the problems he was having with Gino, he decided he was going to make a comment of his own. And now we've seen Godfrey on MLC, and he wants to make comments about other people in the Dabbleverse. So I say he's fair fucking game now, motherfucker. So I thought we should bash him ourselves. Let's do so.
All right.
And he likes to talk about his daddy, who is from Nigeria. And I don't even know that I can really show any of this, honestly. And I don't want to play it because I think it'll get taken down. But I guess we could play a second of it, right? If I do something like transformative, I don't know how this works. Is that what you do? You transform stuff?
You have to cut your dick off.
Yeah,
and then it's okay.
So many seconds as long as you have commentary.
As long as they're waving our hands like Aaron Imholt in the background, I think it's okay.
All right, let's start that up. Let's see what we can do.
100%.
This is from Netflix.
Nigeria. All right? I was fucking born here, but I'm still African. But people question me. You know what I mean? Even Nigerians after the show question my Nigerianness when I fucking explained it. And they think they're slick. They be like, Godfrey, we enjoyed your show.
Okay, I'll play that much of it and maybe we'll get away with that.
Teeth are white. Are his teeth really white, or did they just seem that way?
Dude, come on, man. If he was walking down the street at night, you wouldn't see anything unless he smiled, right?
Well, he takes good care of his choppers. That's good.
Let's get in trouble here tonight. Fuck it, I don't care, man.
Nothing but eyes and teeth.
Good old-fashioned racism. No, there's so Godfrey apparently I can't even show this one, I don't think.
My father didn't give a shit. He would tell us the same story.
So apparently his dad is from Nigeria, his parents.
Story every week. You children come here. Have to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
What did his father sell? Blood diamonds?
Oh no, because I believe he said when he came to this country that he was absolutely broke. So much like the Haitians, his dad came here with $0 in his pocket. well over 21. And I did ask Frankie McDonald to pop on tonight, by the way, Jason, and I don't see that he's popping in. But then again, the other, I think on Friday night, he popped in like he was laying in bed and it was super late. So you never know with that guy. I did send out the bat signal to him, but I don't know that will work every time.
Yeah. He's one of those guys, like he's really hyper into whatever he's about at the moment. But
yeah,
you never know.
Yeah, he might be into the throat goat right now.
Completely.
He might be doing like throat goat stuff tonight. His favorite entertainer. You know about the throat goat, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you can guess by the name. All right, let's get into Godfrey's live stuff, the live shows that he's done on his channel. I started watching some of these today and I was blown away. I didn't realize that there was such a low bar to make content nowadays. He makes a lot of content on lives, as you can tell. Let's just get into it. Break it down. It's horrible, horrible, horrible stuff.
His thumbnails are terrible too.
Yeah.
Lazy.
Let's see. Not that one. Yeah. Oh, that's the one. Maybe not. I was going to say, which one did he play? Started off right here.
My first time.
All right. Let's see. It's 12 minutes long. I'm going to put it on ×2 speed because you cannot watch these on 1 speed. It's way too nothingness.
Man, he is very black.
The black one.
The black one.
Live on. I wonder who's coming on this. Live on.
I'm already glad you got it on 2 speed.
This is Jake Hudson.
3 people.
Yeah, it really is.
My first time doing this. Okay, 9
This
people.
is his first one
Hi,
ever.
guys.
First time. I just tried this right now. Oh, 16 people. 21 people. Oh, shit. 27 people. This is my first time. My first time on this. I've never done this before.
Even in 2 speed, you can see that chunk of shit fly out of his mouth. Did you see that? Jesus.
What's up, everybody? What's up? All right, all right. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Where's the like button? What are you talking about? I'm supposed to hit the like. Hit the like button. Gotta pop your cherry sometime, right? Hope everybody's good. And Godfrey we trust. Peace, God. Chi-Town represent. What's up, Octavius? S. Dot. Survivor. Wow. I like YouTube better. Oh, I've never been on this before. Everyone should hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button for this live. Hit the like button. Bonjour. Monsieur Godfrey. Bonjour. Hey. He's telling people to get them likes so you don't have to play that vain Sam. Oh. Kevin Samuels music. This is Derek. Hey, Derek, what up? What's up, Derek? This is my first time. Oh, I will be in Minnesota. I'll be in Minnesota for New Year's. For New Year's, I'll be in Minnesota at the House of Comedy. Derek Mallory, House of Comedy, New Year's, December 30th to January 2nd. House of Comedy in the Mall of America, Minnesota. I'm supposed to be looking over here, right? Finger pop. Love your podcast. Thank you, Harvey Wilson. Hello from the Sudan.
Holy shit.
All right. Welcome back to Miami. What? Come back.
I mean, is this guy on Oxycontin too? I mean, we were just talking about heroin and fentanyl and shit. Now you watch this stream and you're like, is this guy high as fuck or what?
Yeah, he's about to nod off, man.
I'm sorry.
Holy
Come back
shit.
to Miami. Yeah, I'm trying to work on coming to Miami very soon.
I mean, there's worse examples. Let's show that. It gets worse.
Because
that's a good one. And that's not a lie.
I used to listen to him all the time on NLO back in the day. And once he stopped going on NLO, I just forgot all about the dude. So when he got brought back up, it just blew my mind that guy was even alive anymore. I thought he just quit comedy and moved
Subscribe
on.
to my...
I mean, should he have quit comedy? That would be a better question.
Does he do anything now besides just feud with people for clout?
He has a GoFundMe. We'll get into that here in a minute too.
Oh,
he has
that's
a
cool.
GoFundMe for whatever reason. I'm not sure what that reason is. I have not figured it out. But here you go. Let's watch this one at ×2. Let's start it over. Make sure we don't miss 1 second of the amazing comedy that is Godfrey Comedian. Let's see. Remember, we're on times too here. Wesley, yikes. Love it.
What's up? Okay. Switzerland, all right. What's up, Switzerland?
So it took him a minute to say anything. Let's keep watching. Scratchy, itchy show.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? Edgewater. Octavius. Wow. Edgewater. What's up?
Need sticker rims.
All right. You need to interview Ali Sadiq. Yeah, you're right. Right on. Hold on.
2 minutes, 40 seconds. I mean,
this is
very aware he's on camera.
Yeah.
Like very self-conscious in his body movements.
So you guys thought that Opie is bad when he goes to like Gebhardt's bar or whatever and does those streams? Like I thought that that's like about the worst you could be as a podcaster to do what he does. Apparently, we're far from it.
Yeah, it's very Opie-esque.
This guy's amazing.
Hilarious.
14.
What are you up to today? I'm about to go take a nap. You gotta take a nap. Yeah, man. Been all day, Corey, up in Kingdom Rock. There's none high. Interesting. Got 16 people on. I gotta keep doing this YouTube shit. Keep doing the YouTube. Still in Chi-Town? No. New York City.
Why do you gots to do YouTube? Why you gots to? You don't gots to. I don't think. Do you guys think? No. I mean, Ray does it. I mean, what's his show anyway? Yeah, so 3 minutes and 30 seconds in so far, he said about, I don't know, 10 words.
I was going to say, even when he's on YouTube, it doesn't look like he's doing YouTube. So I guess there's no point in doing it, right?
Yeah, I don't understand why he thinks he has to do it. It's funny.
New York City. New York City. I believe you had the DMCs on. Yes, I did. I had the DMCs on. I had the DMCs on. You at the gym? No, I'm not at the gym. Happy Father's Day to whoever is a father. Happy Father's Day to you.
Happy Father's Day to whoever has a father. Hey, I kind of wonder what kind of friends he's got.
The blacks.
Painting with some broad strokes, man.
I won't make my favorite joke, but yeah, fuck, I don't care. It's funny, dude. It's fun. They can make fun of me, and I'll smile and laugh if it's funny. I don't give a fuck, man. White jokes, whatever you come up with, man, I'll laugh. I don't care.
Yes. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Peace and blessings. Yeah. You guys got to subscribe to my actual channel. Subscribe to Godfrey Comedian channel.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel you're watching as we're watching the show. You should subscribe to this show.
This is my second live. I don't come on this at all. I don't come on my lives on YouTube.
He's got 170,000 subscribers, and he sits there with 16 people watching. And he's 5.5 minutes in, and so far he said, "Yeah, Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day, Clearwater, Florida." What else did he say? Oh yeah, Chicago. Yeah. Haha. Does that pretty much summarize exactly everything that's happened so far?
You forgot he mentioned he's in New York now. That's the
son of a bitch. I thought I had it. I should have wrote it down. Son of a bitch. See, that's why you make notes. So much to remember when you're watching a Godfrey show. The brilliance.
Easy to get lost.
He should get lost. No, I do like. I hope the feud continues. I hope that Godfrey comes out and like really tries to go after Melton. It would be funny to see those two go toe to toe again. You said that there was a beef in the past, or were they friends?
No, they were friends back then, which is what made this seem to come out of nowhere. Because, like I said, I've been following NLO since like 2008. So I remember Godfrey from like the early days of NLO. So when he stopped coming on, I just assumed he gave up on comedy or whatever and forgot about him. And to see him get brought back up and the dude's got a comedy special and shit is just crazy. Especially watching his videos. It's like, how did this guy have an hour to fill? It probably isn't even an hour special. I don't know.
200 grand. Yeah, I mean, we could show that too. That's we'll be showing that.
Who would give that guy 200 grand for anything? But comedy, like Jesus Christ, dude, come on.
So far, he's got like 30 grand, I believe. We'll show that.
That's still shocking. That's still fucking shocking, dude. That's about 29,000 more than he ever should have come close to.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think you could do a special for 50 grand, right? Like, I think Ray was saying like 20 grand or something when he did like his special. So I think you could throw one on for pretty cheap, unless he wants like the quality of like a Netflix special.
I was going to say the amount of effort he's thrown into this and his thumbnails, you can tell this man's all about quality.
Right. That's a good eye. You got a good eye, man. But it's not just the quality of all of the stuff you noticed. It's also the content
of his character.
And not the color of his skin. That's for damn sure. All right, so this is my favorite one out of all of them. We'll watch this on times two. So it's about a minute long. You guys, actually, let's watch this one on regular speed. It's too funny. Not to say that this hasn't happened to many a streamer, but most of those streamers just take this kind of shit down.
I've done this before. We all have.
But you took it down.
Sure, yeah.
Or edited it or something. He just left it up. He left it up for his people to go watch and go like, what's this?
Maybe it was kind of an Andy Kaufman type of move.
I don't think so, but he starts.
If Andy Kaufman had a podcast and was alive today, he probably would have done a bit like that.
I would love Andy Kaufman to have a podcast today.
Right?
Oh my God.
I'd love it if Gigi Allen was alive and had a podcast.
Or Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, man. If only Granny was here to hear you say that, he would have just fell in love with you, buddy.
Oh, he likes Gigi Allen? Yeah, that guy was the only like real punk rocker. That guy lived the life. He really was punk. All the other bands, they were like on their private jet. Like, you know what I mean? They preached about the whole lifestyle and the ethos. I mean, they didn't really live it.
Doing shit on your audience members and sucking your brother's dick is pretty punk rock.
Yeah. Yeah, I think shitting on your audience, but I mean that's crossing the boundaries, you know, pushing the envelope.
You had to sign a fucking death waiver to go to one of his concerts because he would like,
yeah,
have a fucking bat with him.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's just something about him shitting on stage and throwing it at people that just.
Oh, you know what else about Gigi Allen's pretty punk rock, Adam? Something you'd probably appreciate. Yeah, hardcore female fans of his fingered themselves at his funeral with his dead hand.
Oh, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
There's footage of it. It's crazy.
Yeah, they were like stuffing drugs in his mouth and stuff at the funeral. Yeah, he was.
I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it sounds like a waste of drugs.
Exactly. Yeah, save the drugs for other people that are alive. All right. Back to this very important news update from Godfrey.
Muted.
Yeah, he is. This ain't me, Lemmy. It's not
Oh,
me.
for real?
For real. For real.
What's great is he acts like he's interacting with the chat, like he's talking to them. You know what I mean?
Well, he is probably reading it.
But it seems like he's having it back and forth, you know?
I know what you mean. It's like, what is he reacting to if they can't fucking hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's practicing
hey, idiot, your fucking
7-Up
audio's
commercial.
off. Yeah. Well, that's another thing. If there was chat, why wouldn't they tell him, hey, bro, your
They just did. They just did.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah, watch. He's like, yeah.
It took them like, what, 3 minutes?
1. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Shit.
He does look a little bit like Leslie Jones, though.
Yeah.
I never noticed that
before. Oh, you serious? He's all, oh, you serious? What? He's all doing the math on that. Look at, dude. No. You cannot make that face.
Oh, for real? For real?
You cannot make that face into the fucking. That's horrible. That's funny. Come on, man. You serious? Sign language. American Sign Language. Nigerian Sign Language. Hello. Can you hear me now? Is there sound coming out? Is there sound?
Hit the mute button, you fucking idiot.
Okay. 1 minute. Let me push a button.
Yeah, seriously. How long does it take you to figure this out?
I like how he's talking.
He's talking like they can hear him, though. That's the funniest part. He don't stop talking. Boom! You win. Good job.
It's like he's asking
buddy.
for advice from the chat how to fix the problem, but they can't hear the questions he's asking them.
He's like, "What? You guys can't hear me? Well, what do you think I should do to fix the problem? Like, what?
The first thing you should do is check and see if your mic is muted in your settings. I would think it would be a millisecond.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 3 minutes of just, what?
Huh? Oh, what? You serious, man?
They're not sending their best.
True. That I don't know. That's just hilarious, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good feud, man.
See, the thing, one other point that I wanted to make about this, Derek, is that
I think you might be muted, man. Am I supposed to end the show right now? Like when you're talking? Is this our bit? Is that what we're doing?
No, a bit? I'm sorry, Derek. I don't do bits.
Yeah, we don't do bits.
I'm just a man asking questions. Just a modern day philosopher.
No, I'm sure we've all seen mostly of this shit, but it is great to see the breakdown of this.
Look at this. It's going to be a rough one to watch.
Wow.
Bonk. Bank. Look at little Godfrey. Look at what Godfrey do. Look at what Godfrey's doing. He's doing a GoFundMe for a comedy special. Oh, you know what it is. You ready? You know what it is. Hey, y'all, it's Godfrey, the guy who can't afford his own comedy special. You may have seen me on the road with the likes of Chad Zumock. Hey, Godfrey, you play theaters. Do you believe in yourself? Why don't you fund your own comedy special? Also, loser, how's your GoFundMe doing?
30.
How's your GoFundMe?
I mean, you did
doing?
say, Jason, you said like 30 out of 200. It's not actually that bad. Like, I guess one person sent him 15 grand.
Wow. Holy shit. That's 15 grand?
Yeah, one guy. Can you imagine one guy just like, here you go. You're my favorite comedian. Here's $15,000.
Can you imagine having to give a third of that to YouTube? Fuck.
Well, that's more mind.
No. It's a GoFundMe. It's a GoFundMe.
Never mind. Prank caller.
No, but it boggles my mind like how much people are willing to give all these like deadbeat fucking comedians. I don't understand it, but they're constantly throwing money at these people, and a lot of them really do not deserve it. Honky Tonk Tennessee, not sure how to be a rock star. Do this: the making of chewing gum by Amel and the Sniffers. I'm surprised you know who they are. Not many people do. That chick's a badass. I love their music. Wanna be on You Know What?
You know what, dude? But it's supposed to be YKWD, not K. That's
I know. That's why I got confused. Like, you know what? Something. You know what? No. Anyway.
All these guys are sad as fuck. Watch this fucking.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Godfrey. Guess what?
All of them. Guess what? I'm another black man who needs money from you. Guess what? Guess what? I'm another comedian who can't afford to make my own special. And I'm going to overcharge you for it like a motherfucker. Yeah, you heard? You heard?
I heard this. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Godfrey. Guess what? Welcome to my GoFundMe.
He's got a George Carlin shirt on. The great. Chad was right. Yeah, it's your boy Godfrey. You know, one of the greats, like Carlin.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Godfrey. Guess. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Godfrey. Guess. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? It's yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Yo, what's
that is pretty cool.
Yo, we're just trying to make the goal. We're just trying to make the goal. Is it from the 90s? No, he got a special filter that puts it in 4:3. Yo, I'm trying to make it grainy as fuck so it feels authentic. Wu-Tang, you heard?
Yerd?
Yeah, we could have got good cameras. Again, like these GoFundMes, you should present your team, your capabilities, instill some sort of confidence and that you even know what you're doing. You're putting up a video in 4:3. It's not even 4:3. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, how do you even convert like what, he did that on his phone and then converted it to 4:3? Like, I don't even know why you would go through the process of doing that. He must have fucked it up when he filmed it like vertically and then didn't know how to like turn his phone sideways before he hit record. And
he just fucked it up when he cropped it or something. Like there was something on the side that he didn't like, and he just had to crop it just enough to where it didn't look right ever.
Yeah, okay, because the lady he had tied up in the corner was on screen, so he had to like cut it out. Yeah, got it. Something was in there.
It's some lost resolution between 16-9 and 4-3. I don't know what it is. Except it's my boy.
All right.
Everybody, all these people who need money are your boy.
Anyway, we don't have to watch Melton show. I guess we don't have to just watch Melton. But I hope that fucking heats up, man. I'm in for it if it happens. I think Godfrey's a fucking idiot. I hate his comedy. You guys have any thoughts on his comedy? Have you watched a bunch of it?
I think he seems kind of cool.
I would love to know who the guy that gave 15,000 was and what he's doing right now.
Hopefully he's paying to get the Haitians out of Springfield. Well, sounds like he's got money for buses.
Hey, maybe turn into a comedian might not be so bad. We'll go with Dave Chappelle. He's right down the road. Maybe he'll help us up.
Maybe
right. You're in Springfield, Ohio. How far from Chappelle's house are you?
Me personally, I'm about 10 minutes away. Springfield's probably 15, 20, something like that. Because I just drove by Dave's house earlier today going to a job.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I know he throws comedy shows right there in your area. Do you go watch those when, like, during the pandemic, he was doing the outside ones?
They're pretty expensive. The lady that I work for, she went to school with his dad, so she tries to hook me up. And she was over there at a party one day, and she called to see if I could come over. And for whatever reason, like, things didn't work out. Like, I didn't get the call, and I was fucking kicking myself because, like, everybody was over there. Like, Kanye West was there, Kim Kardashian, like, all these fucking people. And it would have been pretty sweet just to be like, yeah, I saw them. Like, I have no fucking care at all about Kim Kardashian. I think it'd be cool to talk to Kanye for a minute. But,
yeah,
it would have been pretty sweet if I would have picked up the phone and got the invite. That would have been fucking amazing. I kick myself to this day that I didn't do that.
Right now, especially does he still get to go in public and talk, or have they totally canceled him at this point?
Well, that's the good thing about Dave Chappelle. He doesn't really give a shit about that, which is nice.
I don't think he got canceled when that happened, right? More recently.
I don't think so.
That was like within the last year that Ye was doing like interviews on censored.tv and with Gavin McInnes because no one else would talk to him. Nick Fuentes, Milo Yiannopoulos, like that. He was thinking about running for president or whatever. That was kind of wild.
Remember when Ben Glebe ran for president?
Ben Glebe?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Okay. You guys are Red Bar guys?
I like Red Bar, but I'm not as familiar with the lore that goes far back. I started watching them a few years back.
Yeah, shit, dude. Fuck, I'm old. This goes back to like 2016 when Ben Glebe ran. Holy shit. Yeah,
I'm old too. I didn't watch like internet stuff much back in the day.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
more of a
Red Bar
recent
NLO, I guess.
transplant. Yeah, Red Bar. Yeah.
I started when he had the falling
forever.
out with Kumia. That was interesting when he was on Compound, and then he had the whole Count Kumia. I come from the Wolfman Anthony subreddit days, which was kind of that sort of ended up morphing. That I feel like that sort of paved the way for the whole Dabbleverse thing.
Yeah, he really fucked up Kumia bad.
Yeah,
man. It was epic. I loved it.
And there's so many people who are like kind of in that orbit that either aren't familiar with the lore or they just kind of want to clout chase him. So they kind of run interference for him. I think Compound people can be weird.
The coolest thing was seeing Red Bar on Compound just so Red Bar could shit on Compound before he got kicked off. It was so fucking beautiful.
And then they lied about it too, and they said that they fired him, but he quit. And yeah, so much.
Yeah, they did him dirty, but you know, Kumia does that.
Yeah, well, it bit him in the ass.
Were you a fan of O&A, or did you just start hating Anthony once he made like Compound and kind of got out of the O&A business?
I did it because I am a Mike. Jesus, I did it because I'm a Mike David acolyte, and whatever Mike says goes. And
I got you.
That's why I hate Kumia. It's
we just went through an entire Godfrey segment where I pretty much am only glomming onto that because I really don't like Godfrey in this to start with, but also Melty. I'm kind of I kind of take up his causes at this point because I'm a fan. So that's just how it works, right?
That's right.
So
yeah. What's crazy, man, is back in the day, I would listen to NLO and Red Bar and stuff, and that was just kind of like my little thing that I didn't share with my friends. It was just, you know, what I listened to and did. And then one day Jake Hudson showed up, and I about shit myself. And I thought, this isn't my little thing anymore. My friends have found out. Yeah, I could not believe it when Jake started showing up. I thought, holy shit, how'd Jake find NLO? But yeah, I actually found Red Bar through NLO, as crazy as that is. It was like 15 years ago. Mike showed up on a show and they were talking back and forth. And I started checking out Mike. I think that's when he was in a feud with Nightwave Radio or Mersh,
yeah.
And, It might have been pre-Mersh because there was somebody who, I mean, like I know he got into it with Mersh, but he shut somebody down like hard, and I forget who that was though, but it was something like that. Yeah, it was.
Are you familiar with Pod Awful? You know Jesse PS. He's probably done the more Mersh content than anybody.
See, you guys bring up Mersh and Pod Awful, and then
holy shit!
Great segue, guys. That's why I was like, "What the fuck? You guys are reading my mind here. What's going on?"
Somebody fed me the notes like the moderators did with Kamala and the questions. Man, that's they're trying to have the best impression I can.
Who's working for ABC over here, right? Yeah, so I got tons of Mersh shit to go through, but the first clip I pulled up was Mersh declaring that he Jesse PS belongs to him. Jesse PS, who also jumped into Compound a couple times, and that didn't go very good. Mersh, maybe like a year and a half ago, was on Compound, and
go ahead.
Mersh went on Gino's show, and he went on Chrissy's show, and he was on Compound, and they had no idea that Anthony and him had a feud going. So I think they got cussed out a little bit for making that mistake. They were like, "Why the fuck you having my enemy?" Calling Mersh called him a pedo like forever, and then they had him in there, and it was like, "Come on, guys, you can't do that." So Anthony was pretty pissed off about it. And Jesse PS, I think he had a couple times he went in there, a few times.
Yeah,
at least once I know. I think he went to dinner with Mersh and all those people back in the day when like it wasn't a big deal.
He did, and that was basically the beginning of Mersh being a lol cow because they had sort of associated with each other. He had been a fan of ROTC for a while. Then he met him in person, and they were eating dinner, and I guess Mersh was like trying to like big time all the other streamers there and be like, "Oh, let me tell you something. Let me show you like how things work and whatever." So he just starts filming him, and I guess Mersh was really short, so he was filming him, and he was going, "Everybody look at Hollywood Mersh, and he just I don't know, it was like he just started trolling him. Yeah, just clowning on him in real life, and from then on in, he's fucking obsessed with Mersh, but he does really insightful, really good troll streams about him, and yeah, it's pretty nuts. The Mersh documentary is amazing too. Porcelain, check that out.
I was about to ask if you were aware of that dude.
I've seen it.
Man.
He's great. I've seen it like a million times. But him and Medicare, if you know who Mr. Medicare is, they had like a 6-hour stream where all they were doing was just talking about Mersh. And I've listened to it probably 36 times in a row.
Wow.
It's insane.
What's this? You idiot. Red Bar. I was racist first. Fuck you guys. You're not edgy. That's right. I was the first racist comedian.
Yeah, that's how I know I'm too old, man, because I was into NLO with the Super Alpha Bonus Club, and I was into Red Bar with the Barmy before it became Scars Club. And thanks to Anthony Scumia, though, that was a better name. Scars Club.
Cool. That is a good troll, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch. What does Mersh have to say about Jesse PS as of recent?
By the way, Jesse, like outside of your like 24 pizza funders,
I think this is an old one.
You get that right, like objectively.
Yeah, it does look old.
Mersh doesn't have the chat on the screen anymore.
No, and he does not look like this. And he wears a hat, and he's falling. And
he looks even worse than this.
I mean, just to start it off with, I didn't realize this was that old. I guess I should watch them all before I put them up.
That's okay, but I think this one's got to be at least a year old.
Right. No, we'll move on. He's not wrong, though. I still pay attention to the Discord over there at Pot Awful.
Well, they're talking about Ryan Patsy. Sorry.
I mean, we're talking 24 people pretty much watch. They're like, what are they? The Goon Squad. His Goon Squad. And they literally, what he's saying is true. I mean, they're over there and they're just digging up trouble and causing shit, and they're devout to Pot Awful like a cult. It's funny to see. I don't have to play this. I don't even know if everyone knows who Pod Awful is. Obviously, he's well known, well beyond what I am, or us, I should say.
I knew who Jesse PS was before I knew who Mersh was, for a while. I didn't watch his content, but I knew who he was.
Yeah, I the only reason I know who Mersh is and Pod Awful is because of WATP.
The only reason I know who Pod Awful is because of Hipstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching some of his stuff. The next clip I got is of him just like tearing into Johnny Crutches again. He does indeed have a bullseye on Johnny Crutches after he made him cry like that. I think he's going to try to go back to that well to see if there's any more water in it over and over and over again. But whatever. I think Mersh is going to try to turn him into his lolcow. It's not possible. Johnny's not a lolcow, so I don't know. He just likes fucking with him. But it was, I thought it was funny that he made him cry or whatever the fuck. I know Lemmy probably doesn't feel the same, do you? Do you?
I'm wearing a Johnny Crutches Trust Fall Enthusiast t-shirt tonight in solidarity with Johnny Crutches.
I could use someone to let me trust fall on them. Nice podcast, stupid. Poor Johnny. That's right.
I kind of feel bad that he's dying. I had no idea about that.
Yeah, MS. MS means you are dying. If you ever hear someone say, I have MS,
MS-13?
They're dying. Yeah, also, if you know people from MS-13, you probably are going to die. Indeed. Same. But no, dude is, he's slowly losing his audience, and that's a fact, Jack. It has been interesting to watch, honestly.
Yeah, you can only blame Rumble so fucking much.
Enjoy the donos while I can get them. All right, look, first of all, salute. Word of advice. And I'm not telling you how to live your life. But hear me out on this, right?
Get to the fucking point.
This is the big what if, but
his pauses.
He's got the Bucky shirt on too.
What if instead of having this baby, right? You see how this audience is getting cheap? And you notice how I'm old and I don't have any appeal to the youth, so that I'm not. I plateaued. I peaked a few years ago, and it's all downhill from here. A bunch of people are dead now. My audience is dying off. Nobody new is coming in. We're in bad shape here. So what if
it is pretty interesting to hear him admit all that stuff, and he's not doing ad reads anymore. They're not giving them to him. And whatever. He has been slowly dying off, I would think.
Him not doing ad reads could be because he's doing so well, kind of like what happened with Aaron, where he started doing so well, the sponsors pulled off because he didn't need the training wheels anymore. Maybe that's what happened with Mersh.
Do you think he's doing better now than he ever was?
Oh, if Aaron is, so is Mersh.
Yeah, that is a hell of a cope.
It's a win
Aaron.
for the night wave.
I always wonder how much of the PayPal and shit, the Venmo and stuff that Aaron lies about, because you can't really keep track of that. We just have to take his fucking word for it, man. But
your program is doing so well that we do not want to advertise on your program anymore and reach a bigger audience of people.
Yeah, we're just local guys. We don't need all the attention.
Yeah, he was talking about having local advertisers on his show, and then he was like, "Yeah, but I just want to who do I get these advertisers in touch with so that they can so that we can do this?" And it was like, well, why wouldn't you just have them give you the ad reads and you could just read them you don't need Rumble in between the whole situation to take your money, dumbass.
Yeah, just give them a cut for no reason.
That's what's crazy. It's he doesn't know how this works, but it's his job to do this. So bizarre.
Yeah.
I never ended that poll either. What a dumbass.
Oh, what did it end up coming out to?
All right, we'll do it real quick here. Sorry for the pause, folks. Bad timing, but all right, let's end the poll. All All right, you can see it. Maybe a double tap. Yeah, can you guys see that very good? Not really, huh?
Who's the 23% of fools that don't
Yeah, so do you believe immigrants are eating people's pets and ducks and geese? 67% say yes. 23% say no. 9% not sure. Out of 100 people.
I told somebody the other day if they were eating dogs, I would pay them to visit my neighbors' yards.
Oh,
a couple of yappers over there that just go, "What the
it's
fuck?"
like that episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's
The
like,
slicer.
hey man,
Yeah.
I have no problem busting a couple of them out here and paying them $50 an each. Just be like, I need you to go over there. Leave the black one alone, but there's a yappy little red terrier over here, and I'd put them to work, man.
Which one?
The black one.
Yes, of course. And I have like mixed feelings on the whole cat thing. Not really even mixed. I don't really like cats, but out here in the country, we have a shitload of feral cats.
Yeah,
and
same here.
I'll be flat. I mean, it's the same thing with like farmers and ranchers. They shoot all of that shit. They don't eat them. It goes to waste. Like, so whatever. I don't really even give a shit about the whole situation, honestly. I just think it's interesting. If they were stealing people's actual pets, that's a whole other thing. Like if they were taking the cats, if they're taking their collars off, like Muffy, that they're taking Muffy's collar off and eating them. That sucks. But like cats in general, there are a lot of feral animals in this country, and they aren't good for a lot of things. Cats do eat mice, though.
Yeah, I had foxes on the property for a while, and that was nice because they got rid of all the stray cats, the groundhogs, the ground moles, all that shit.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
And I own a cat, but cat free is not too
Stays
bad.
inside though, right? Or goes in and out, whatever.
No, I keep them inside because there's coyotes and foxes and all that shit in my yard.
Yeah. Another thing people just shoot at will out here in the country. If you see a coyote, you pretty much like mandatory shoot it. So it's harsh, but that's how it is. Because they will eat your cats and shit. So you got to get rid of them. They'll eat baby deer, baby sheep, baby goats. You got to get rid of them. It's unfortunate. That's the circle of life, though, as they say. All right, back to Mersh. That was a weird little detour, but we're back.
If you had an abortion instead and then freed up a little bit more of that money for this guy, just a thought. I know I might be out of line even suggesting, but it's just a thought. I'm just spitballing here. Now, if you can't do that, can we train your kid to at least be a fan of mine so that in 20 or so years, I can push some young blood into this group of fucking broke losers? Because these assholes are all going to be fucking dead. None of these, first of all, my audience is stupid. None of these idiots got the vax. So when COVID comes back, and it will come back. And it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. So you're not even going to see it coming. And when long COVID finally kills off all these fucking loser right-wingers that listen to me, I'm thinking maybe a kid could take up, maybe some of the burden. Just a thought. I'm not, again, it's your family. God bless. I'm very happy for you. I'm just throwing a couple of fucking ideas on the wall. See if something sticks. That's all.
I mean, that's grifting to a whole other level. Maybe Steel Toe could learn something from this guy. Wishing abortions on you. And my fans are stupid. Are our fans stupid? Put a 1 in the chat if you are stupid and you're one of our fans. There you go.
Yeah, I was going to fuck with you, but I don't know you well enough to fuck with you. But I did it. I really thought of this mainly to fuck with Lemmy, but I didn't want to piss her off. But it would have been so funny. You guys advertised the show and everything. And then once you sent me the link, I was going to wait about 10 minutes after that and tweet out, "Hey guys, I didn't realize that football season kicked off and I won't be able to make tonight's show, but I'll try to reschedule Fly Equals Fly."
Why are they? No, they played last weekend.
Yeah, they did. So we would be what? Who's?
My Niners beat you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm a Bengals fan. I just thought that they were playing tonight, but yeah, I thought that would be so fucking funny. But like I said, I don't know you well enough.
Troll us?
Like
no, we wouldn't have cared. We would have liked it. We like trolling. It's fun.
That is one of my favorite pastimes. For sure.
Anywho, but congratulations, bro. I'm very happy for you. That's very good news to hear. It's a very nice thing to have a family. Must be nice. Must be nice.
Jenny Lemmy, what do you think of this guy?
That just broke my fucking heart, dude. That's heartbreaking to hear.
How many of these guys are out there? They're like the Ray DeVitos and the Chads, and they spent their life just dinking around, making podcasts and doing comedy and shit. Never really being tied down, never having a. It's kind of weird, man. I don't know. I'm not about it. So you feel bad for him for making like poor life choices? He probably actually would like a family. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think it's a very human thing to want a family. You know what I mean? And my heart goes out to him a little bit. I mean, even fucking pieces of shit assholes need some love too, man. That's why I'm around for Granny.
Got him. You got him.
That's true, though. I mean, I feel like there's somebody out there that could love Mersh. She's probably fatter than he is, but
I think he wants. I don't think there's anybody out there who could love Mersh, but I think he desires somebody to love him.
Yeah, I mean, they all want adoration, whatever, fans.
I think at this point, though, he seems so cynical. I feel like he probably thinks that love is a lost cause.
She's going to be one of those guys in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I had to take Grandpa again. I had to go to the hospital again.
Does he kind of look like Brian Redband? Anybody
You know what
else?
I mean? Social Observer says, why don't you just buy...
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, Red Band. Right.
Yeah.
Kill Tony. Right. Yeah, I've always thought so. I always got confused. And then the Red Bar, Red Band thing. Like, I always get tripped up on that. Red Bar. And I'm thinking of Red Band or vice versa. That gets me.
Buy silver.
Did she find her way home? Emma Navarro.
I fail to recognize what that would do for my dopamine and serotonin levels. This fucking guy. Who's this fucking guy? Social Observer. Acting like I'm investing money. Shut up, stupid. It was never about that. If you think this is about investing money, yourself.
Adam, our fellow Jewish fellow on the panel, what do you think about throwing your money away on gambling? That probably is like a mortal sin, right? For you people.
I play poker. I used to live in Vegas. I really not anybody to really call anybody else out for gambling.
Waste your money on gambling?
It's a lot of poker players delude themselves into thinking that poker is a skill game and therefore there's no gambling involved. But obviously, yes. So it's
you can make the right choices every time and still get your ass whooped. That's
exactly.
Okay.
So the whole it's a skill game thing is how you justify being a degenerate to yourself.
You still need luck. I played a lot of cards.
Every gambler loses money and every gambler lies about it. It's you start this whole delusion path with yourself when you really go off the rails with it. But I mean, if
when I break even on poker,
I mean, if you can budget yourself and you're having a good time, whatever. But it's it can be a slippery slope. I can see why a lot of people have a moral, why there's a lot of like moral objections to the idea of gambling.
Jesus, I got.
Sorry, you asked the wrong G. A lot of Mersh clips. How many is a lot? Like
5, 6.
I was gonna say one can be a lot depending on how tedious they are.
How long they are, too, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop off. I love you guys very much.
How about before you go?
See you.
Give a
you don't.
Boom! Right there. Too fast. You can't miss it. Where can people find a superior morning show, Lemmy?
Rumble or Twitch. Just look me up, dude. You'll find me.
She's a morning supremacist.
Yeah, have a
I am. Oh my god, that's clever. I like that.
All right.
Morning supremacist. I like it. Copy supremacist.
Yeah, I'm going to head out with her. So,
all right. Let me give you a shout out as well, sir. Thank you for coming on. And this is where you can find Jason Marshall. Go ahead and give yourself a shout out. Tell everybody what you got coming up, what you might have in store.
Basically, I've given up on everything in life. So there really is no We Don't Have Cookies coming out anytime soon. And just kind of knuckling down, trying to make a few bucks on the side. So if you need any general labor in Ohio, just hit me up. Jason Marshall 2 on Twitter.
Yeah, I think I'll be sending people to go hire Haitians from now on. Thank you very much.
That's probably what's going to happen. Yeah.
Right on.
Have a good night, dude. Nice meeting you.
Thanks for coming on.
You too. See you guys.
Yeah, later, buddy. Thanks. Yeah, have a good night, Lemmy. You rock.
So it's just us now talking about Mersh?
Just us and Mersh. Me, you, and Mersh. Like he should be. Very good. I'm sorry. I made it weird, didn't I?
No.
I made it weird, didn't I?
No, you're good.
Yeah, that's right. Jason, keep the fight, the blacks. That's horrible. You're a horrible person, Effie. But we love you because you're horrible. We love horrible people. Yeah, the Johnny breakdown. Let's see. Old Mershy. Let's see how nice he is to his buddy Johnny. What's his deal with Johnny Crutches anyway? He just sees someone that's weak that he can attack.
Someone that's weaker than him that will take the spotlight off of him for a second. Because sorry, let me call him for a second.
Well, even more. Okay, so are you guys talking about each other's looks, or are you talking about the show went down to a 4? I don't even know what happened. What just happened? It's minute 10. Are you guys saying that we're a 4 tonight, or are you guys talking about biatches, your own ladies in the chat?
Guys, no more crosstalk in the chat, okay? The chat, listen, the conversation should be directed at me and at Derek.
Yeah, what about us? Why don't you guys put a bunch of 10s in the chat for how we look? We're both a couple 10s, right? Ooh. All right, moving on. No, okay. So as a fellow cripple, I do have a hard time feeling sorry for other cripples. Like I don't have the capacity for it. And usually, like when I'm in Discords, okay, is Discord the place where you can actually find the truth, like people speak? Because you're not face to face, they're just there, and they can say whatever they want and get away.
Yeah, that's how the whole internet works. It's just lashing out and making yourself feel better, and there's zero consequences for it. It's great.
Conversation in the voice chats, you know what I mean?
Oh, right. Oh, it's almost like when you're on Xbox Live, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Kind of. Well, you can't even say stuff on Xbox Live. If you say like the N-word, they'll kick you out, right?
Oh, that's right. They ruined it. Yeah.
I believe that's the case. Yeah, like I don't think you can. In Discord is like one of the few places left you can just say whatever the fuck you want, and nobody can see your face. Nobody knows who you are, and people say the wildest shit. And I'll go on screen all the time. I don't care if they see me or know my name and shit like that. So they get wild with the disability stuff. They are not nice, and I laugh at everything, and they're like, "Okay,
what could they possibly fucking say to you that you haven't heard already?"
Thank you.
Right?
That's why it means nothing.
Hey,
it's
nice
like
wheelchair, Gimpy. Like I can't imagine like what could yeah.
There you go.
What's the worst thing that's ever? What's the hands down worst thing that's ever been said to you?
I wouldn't remember because it probably went right over
because
my
it
head.
Just rolled right off my shoulders and it didn't
rolled right off me and I didn't
okay,
care.
Aaron.
Not really. I just like it's
no, I believe you. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
I'm just playing, homie. You want volume too?
The original
thing that I saw, and it was only a couple days ago.
People were going to send in pity.
The third mic.
relationship issues
So much
you
older
wanted to
under like real
discuss,
camera lights.
and I
like when
Oh,
he's
sorry,
not.
what?
No, when Mersh is usually on stream, he's usually on his OBS. Like you know what I mean? It's almost like me on my stream where you're in the corner and you look a little smaller, a little lo-fi. A second ago when we were seeing him under the lights, he looks so much older.
Oh yeah, from like that first clip I was gonna show that was nothingness. Let's compare.
Yeah.
I can pull that up real quick.
HD is not kind to Mr. Mersh. Holy fuck. Is this the one where he was like, Jesse, you're my bitch?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna fuck you, and I'm gonna hold your pigtails. Yeah, this was so gay.
But look,
was really
okay, there's
weird.
Mersh just a year ago.
Damn.
Yeah,
like
he looks way older, man.
It's like when you go in reverse with Stuttering John, and it's like Benjamin Button. He gets like younger. He starts like you go like, wow,
Now,
Stuttering John
no.
5 years ago, he was kind of a dude, and now he looks like he's like an 80-year-old woman. Mersh is aging. Yeah, he's aging pretty shittily.
Not very gracefully.
No. He looks very, very happy here.
Very.
A miserable
Very.
old Jew. He looks like Squidward.
Wait a minute.
Squidward. I'm Squidward though.
Here we go.
What is this a prank?
No.
Am I being punked?
No.
You told me yesterday that you
Look,
had
I'm like the third mic.
relationship issues you wanted to discuss.
Yeah, right.
And
Like
I
they'd
called
fucking
you
hire
and
you,
we
Mersh.
talked about it for a little
Am I
bit,
right,
and
boys?
now, as
Where at?
What's that?
Where hire him where?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, my audio must be cutting out. No, I was gonna say like they'd fucking hire you. Like anybody would want you to be a third mic on a fucking.
Oh yeah.
I
Not
like-
now.
I
Maybe
like-
once upon a time, possibly.
He's I think he's good with Royce, like when they do the political analysis. He I think is okay on his own show. What I'm saying though is that Mersh, I don't think he's somebody that could like go work at a radio station and be a third mic. Like I just think he's like too unfocused and too undisciplined to be part
absolutely.
of like a crew. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, whatever on Nightwave. That's not a bad show comparatively.
But no, but
to his
he's
own.
good doing the whole lone wolf thing. It's like I'm the same way. I can be unhinged and just talk about whatever the fuck I want on my show, but it's a lot tougher to just be whatever. I'm going off on a stupid tangent. Nobody cares about this, but it's different. It takes a skill set to riff with two other people. It's a different skill set. Riffing, man. Riffing and bebopping and
come up
scatting
on
all
the
over
show,
the
and as
place.
I'm getting ready to introduce this segment, now you tell me, not really. It's like we were doing improv, and I went, "Hey, I brought you a package," and you just go, "No, you didn't." I'm like, wait, what?
Well, I mean, I said, not really. I don't want to talk about much of it. No worries. I'll see you tomorrow. Like when we talked yesterday. I told you I didn't want to talk about much of it. The simple gist is
Mersh is trying to be like Melton
California
here.
girl.
Oh, wait. Before you start, remember.
A lot of people do it.
Drag it out. It's a rich taffy.
It's not a bad.
It's a
like,
rich
layout,
taffy.
Like doing it.
People
that way.
want this to be nice, and they want it stretched out.
You know, true story. I actually learned drag it out the hard way.
Stretched out like April.
I got fucking reamed at a comedy show.
His asshole.
When I was like 20.
Got stretched out.
26.
Yeah, he's just foreshadowing
When I was
again.
on stage.
The ass rape.
I was on stage and I was killing. I was just killing on stage. And I did notice that there was something going on in the place. Like the audience was into it, but there was some distraction going on off to the side. And my manager at the time runs out to where he knows I can see him from the stage, and he goes like this. And I'd never seen that before in my life. I had no idea what that meant. So what do you guys think I did? I literally just looked at him. I saw him doing this, and I was like, anyway, folks, my name is Mersh. Thank you so much. That's my time. And I got off stage. And he was so angry at me. He was so angry. that and he was so convinced I knew what stretch it out means. A tendency to break his.
Let's move on to Johnny. I don't even care about
one of these theater kids.
What a horrible story. Huh?
He really likes to milk stories.
But that's the most boring story I've ever heard.
Yeah, exactly. Usually I do that when I have an amazing story I want to tell. I call that savoring the story. You know, you tell it very slowly and you set it up when it's like something you're dying to tell someone. And you know that once you tell the story, it's like over. But yeah, when you've got like
go ahead, Adam, you can tell us. This is a safe place. Tell us your secret.
I'll tell you off air. I told you I'd tell you the secrets.
So what's the deal?
Pleasing you.
What's the deal? Because I honestly, I went to bed and I slept the sleep of the saved last night because I went, you know how much fucking content I'm going to have on just Johnny just taking the stick and going for it today. Tomorrow. I'm so excited.
He's like, Aaron is literally like, could you do me a favor, Johnny? I know I haven't learned anything about oversharing my personal life on the show. And I'm now legally bound to not overshare too much about my personal shit on the show. Can you do me a favor? And can you go ahead and just overshare for me, pal? That'd be awesome. Mauser for 10. Thank you. I know it's kind of gay to give a shit about an e-fag bullshit, but I hope the nonsense stops soon for you. Prayers. Thank you, man.
You wishing death upon him.
I'll be all right, man.
Is it, what percentage of Mersh's chat is trolling him?
80%. Easy.
It's just like Steel Toe, and I guess Steel Toe's not that bad, but maybe like John, Stuttering John show.
If Mersh were still on YouTube, I think he'd be doing much better. It's just a shame. It's a shame they got kicked off. But I mean, it was bound to happen, I guess.
Bound to happen.
Yeah, what Elon needs to fucking buy YouTube too. Make it part of X.
Yeah, make YouTube great again.
You know, there's a handful of things I've had control over that I blew it, and then there's been quite a few things that I have not had control over that have just been sort of working against me. And anyone who knows me knows I don't sit around in pity for myself. I don't sit around pissing and moaning about it.
Really? Then what the hell is your show about then?
Thank you. Yeah, dude, it's just like Steel Toe, man. He has no self-awareness. We're watching the two same guys there side by side.
But he's always the
not
victim.
Talking about Johnny.
In like every story, Mersh is the fucking victim. He's downtrodden. It's just not fair. Like, I don't know, suck it up and fucking figure your shit out, dude.
Stretch it out. Stretch it out, Guru. Stretch it out. Fall asleep to the show. Leave all your browsers open. Leave your show running.
Moving. And I'll keep moving, but it has been a fucking shit week. The good news is, you know, I am a firm believer in the law of averages, and only so much steady wave of bad shit can happen to you at one time before it has to like the law of averages, bro. It's like gambling, bro. You can't be on a cold streak forever. You'll come back, you'll hit it.
Yeah, unless you spent all your money.
You might not have actually hit a double in fucking, 20 games, and then all of a sudden you get in a groove.
This is the guy who blows his bankroll.
You're like, oh hell yeah!
Exactly. It's like Bossman. All gamblers are degenerates.
I blew my whole bankroll, but that's okay because I'll bounce back.
Just like Bossman Jack, right? Be up $200,000 and 2 days later be broke or owing money. Don't put anything aside, whatever you do.
And you get your confidence back. So it just is what it is, man. It sucks. Thank you for the. So getting back to my point, he really wants to exploit Johnny's shit, and he just says it right to his face. Aaron is remarkably
almost like a word that Aaron uses constantly. Remarkably.
This is another thing I noticed. Mersh, he absorbs the habits. He takes on the habits of the people that he covers.
Yeah.
He subconsciously, psychosomatically starts like adopting their mannerisms.
Shit.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Hit the goal.
Dark Triad again.
Help us hit the goal. We're trying to get to 300
personality disorder,
memberships. Help us hit
Machiavellianism,
the goal.
and psychopathy, right?
It's all about the goal.
I'm pretty sure those are the main three, right? It's amazing because Aaron definitely has the psychopathy, and Aaron definitely has the borderline personality stuff.
Psychopathy.
But he's so fucking stupid.
He's the stupid one.
That he lacks the Machiavellianism. If Aaron could be Machiavellian,
a load of big brain Mersh, Machiavellianism.
And it blows my mind. It's like he's got the 2 of the 3 dark triads.
Like Tupac or
but he's
something?
missing the one that makes them dangerous.
Just like Tupac.
Can you put this in layman's terms, genius Mersh?
You've ever I dated somebody once that had the dark triad. I could argue, I could actually technically argue that 2 of my most significant ex-girlfriends had all 3 of the dark triad.
The dark triad.
And I'm not being like most women do, like where they're just like, I'm telling you, he was the narcissist. Like, I've known enough people in my life. You guys know how I psychologically profile people.
Tell me if you're sick of hearing the word narcissist.
Narcissist, gaslight.
The most overused words in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, it's become like girl cliches.
He's like such a narcissist
to deal with.
Narcissist.
Welcome to dating white women. You're likely going to end up with somebody who's got one of those 2. A psychopath. All white women are psychopaths on some level. They may not torture animals.
April, she was not.
And ruin
she
our
was
country
not
for
a
their
psychopath.
voting. So they're
white women. Am I right?
Murder babies.
Cali girl was not a psycho.
Most women have psychopathy. Most women have
just because she had
whatever
dead eyes, psycho eyes.
Meet somebody who has
Psychopath
that
eyes.
Machiavellianism. That's the magic ingredient.
See, if you want to attack women, you have to put white.
The dark
in front of it,
triad is
and
a
then it's
tomato
okay.
sauce.
It's socially acceptable.
Yes.
You know, that Machiavellianism, it's the garlic. It's like you can't not have garlic in the sauce. Otherwise, it's not sauce. It's just
Not
tomato
too many
paste.
onions.
It's gravy.
We'd like to slice up the
problem with
garlic
Machiavellianism
real
is in
razor
order
thin
to
with a
be
razor so it liquefies in the
Machiavellian,
pan.
Okay. You've been watching Goodfellas again, haven't you?
I know psychopathy
Never seen
is
it.
linked to high intelligence, but not always. There's plenty of dumb psychopaths out there. We've got Haitians eating ducks in front of children at the park. I'd say
Yes, we
psychopaths
do.
out there. But
yeah, that guy was lying. We could see through his lies, Jason. Marshall, liar.
That is your real name.
Yes, he seemed like a CIA plant. I think we just got fed. We got fed a Fed. Apparently, Lemmy knows feds, and she wants him on the show too.
But it's many women dated like 100 women who have had bipolar disorder and been psychopaths, and you can surf that Kali Yuga. You can
speaking
ride
of
that
ladies
storm, no
with
problem.
bipolarism,
Retarded-
hey
exactly.
Gina
Retarded
Babina, how are
psychopaths
you
are fine.
tonight?
You can deal with them.
No, I'm joking.
You can actually manipulate them. That's
Just
the beauty.
jokes.
You know, you can just do things to trigger their psychopathy and get them to go in the direction you want them to. Because
you can trick psycho bitches.
A big fan of that show. You'll be spoiling the end when they together. You know, any think
all right, I think I'm done listening.
I mean, I know you will. You still
I'm enjoying watching him spurg out as you fast
free money I
forward.
made you.
He's like a little marionette puppet that you're making dance around.
You know why you're so fucking miserable, Johnny? Because you want to be. You want to be.
I want to be miserable. I want to be miserable too. Want to make fun of me, Mersh?
Like you. I was
Let's
gonna
go, bitch.
And we talk off the air. You love people feeling bad for you. You're a woman. You're one of these. You've learned. If I had to guess, Johnny, I'm gonna bet dollars to donuts. You grew up in a house full of women.
Boom.
Let me guess. Single mom, all sisters, right? Am I getting that right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking you. I grew up in a
Lots
house
of
full women,
vaginas,
too.
as you
And
say,
I have
vaginas.
feminine traits that fucking still plague me to
Yeah,
this day,
Queen Mersh over
I
here.
have too much of that feminine influence in my life. But then I got fucked when my mom and dad died, and my sisters were floating out in the world. And at 24, it was like, you're on your own, bitch. Figure out your way in the world, faggot. And I've had to get robbed and get my shit took and get my shit fucked up.
Get your shit. Yeah, I millisecond behind you on that one.
I love that you learned all these tricks from these women that I guess still works for you. You know what it is, Johnny? And I feel bad. It's because you're in the wheelchair.
What about me? You should feel bad for me too.
I pity you. Because you're all, you're in the wheelchair, you got MS, and you have that MS to fall back on. I never had like an MS.
You have your impending death to fall back on.
No, damn it, you stole it.
Sorry.
It's almost like he uses MS as a crutch.
I'm sorry, Derek.
No bomb?
No, I thought that was pretty good. I feel bad I stepped on it.
Thank you. It's something I can't do. Step on a joke.
Or a fucking... I never had an affliction that I could lean on for people to go, oh, I'm so sorry. Do you want me to go get you a juice or something?
A juice?
Did you want me to get up and reach for that for you?
Jealous that he's not sympathetic enough to people because he's not crippled.
I feel like if Johnny wasn't crippled, he would actually be a man.
Does Mersh want somebody to break his fucking legs for him? Problem solved. Sorry, POS. Prank call.
That's kind of what I'm picking up, dude. Like he does. He wants people to feel sorry for him.
He's gonna be like
pissed.
He's gonna be like the British guy from There's Something About Mary, where he literally has a guy break his fucking legs just so he can get Mary's attention. It's like, Mersh, if you want to be a cripple, you want to be in a wheelchair, man. That's just a phone call away.
There's someone that would help him do it out there. I'm sure of it.
Don't worry, Mersh. You'll get your chance.
If Johnny wasn't wobbling in and out of a wheelchair to go do Aaron's half-ass show every night, people would just be like, so what? You're a fucking man. Man up.
That's what you say to me before every show, right, Adam?
I've been in scenarios where women ruined my life, and I was sobbing.
I'm trying to motivate
my male
you, Derek.
friends and
you can do it, Derek. You got this.
Spiraling for too long about a girl at a time.
You're supposed to build each other up on this
I didn't
podcast.
have the wheelchair to fall back on. Nobody felt bad for me. And that's a good thing. You don't want people to feel bad for you. You want people to go,
you sound jealous, actually.
We supported you through this. I know you're sad and everything like that, but you got to get the fuck over it, dude. You're a man. You got to get
tough guy Mersh didn't need a
friggin'
friggin' wheelchair.
Shut the fuck up. Because this shit's not going to fucking... What are you going to do? You're going to sit here and play the fucking violin and cry all night? Or you're going to get up and fucking take care of your kids? You're going to get up and be a man? Or you're going to get up and pay your fucking bills?
That's what he's doing, you bitch. Jeez.
Be a fucking
Johnny
man.
has this thing where
he's got the worst takes.
Cry. We all saw it on full display. You know,
fucking mafia Mersh
like,
over here.
I gotta, I have to do 2 podcasts
right
and then
though.
DJ
2
at
cat
a
ladies.
strip club.
Yes.
It's the hardest thing in the world, and I
Mersh.
didn't even have weed today.
Mersh and Johnny, definitely cat ladies.
You sounded like a fucking baby, and you're used to people going, "Oh, crippled Johnny, he's sad."
Crippled
Derek,
Johnny.
what are you sitting in that
like
wheelchair for? Be a fucking man.
Stand up for yourself, you fucking loser. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. You fucking cripples and your fucking handouts.
That's right. You guys work harder so I can pay my bills. That's right, motherfuckers.
Just suck
That's
it up
conservatism.
Just suck it up and live in your fucking Crown Vic.
You suck
That's
it
what
up.
men do.
You suck it
Men.
up. You
Real
suck it.
masculine man.
All right. Well, how about we stop watching these masculine men? I know it's pretty late for you, man. Did you just shit your pants?
No, just a fart. I just thought I could.
Sounded kind of juicy there, Adam.
I've never done it before. I've never farted on a podcast, but it felt pretty good.
It sounded pretty juicy. I think that might be a good sound drop, right?
Just be happy that
Put
you
a
don't
one
have
in
to
the
smell
chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you want us to clip that so that we can play that juicy squirt.
You know what I should
you're
do?
gonna have to clean your
I should bag my farts up, and we can. That could be like a perk.
Jar.
The channel members, yeah.
jar.
You could get some Jew farts. Oh, that would be great. Jew farts.
Jew farts.
That would be a separate tier of the membership.
That sounds like Jew farts playing at the Mercury Lounge this weekend. Woo. That is a great name for a band, Jew Farts.
Jew Farts, yeah. Jew Farts in a jar.
Punk rock band, man.
And they're not going to come cheap. So bring your wallets. That's all I'm going to say.
They never come cheap. Right on, man. Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up. We're 3 hours deep. I think we've had enough. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. We do gassed up. He's all gassed up, ready to go, ready to rock it off into outer space right now.
Gaslighting Jew. I tell you what, there should be another tier where I will light my farts on fire on a that would be cool because you can really do that.
We need another tier like Johnny. Johnny Crutches. More tiers like that. Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
Listen,
I want to watch cripples cry because I'll never cry. You can't make me.
Oh yeah, is that a challenge?
Yes, it is.
We need to get the Discord people back in here. I just can't imagine what they possibly could have said that would have, you fucking cripple. I'm gonna take your wheelchair and throw it out the window. Like what? I'm just no. I know maybe my imagination.
I mean, maybe I need to record one of these conversations, right? But I don't know if they would appreciate that.
Oh, maybe that'd be something good for Rumble, though.
A Rumble Discord. No, people get pissed off when you record Discords, man.
Yeah,
they're not fans of it. I have screen recorded in Discord and then whatever fucked with someone with it one time. Maybe more than one. Maybe more than once.
I remember
Nothing too major though.
I remember hearing about you getting into it with Anthony's fucking girlfriend. Wasn't that on Discord or something? You guys had some kind of beef or something like that. Carl was talking about you on WATP.
Yeah. No, I was in there and she was saying I was trying to clout chase off of
Isn't that what everybody's trying to do?
Ryan Katsu Rivera. You know Ryan Katsu Rivera.
Yeah,
right?
from fucking the Gavin. Yeah.
Asian Pat Dixon.
Oh, she was giving you a hard time because you said Gavin, wasn't talking about Gavin McGinnis. So she was making it sound like you were trying to be like, oh, me and Gavin.
I mean, she does hang out with Gavin because she's married to Anthony. So that is kind of a thing, really. But
they got married?
No, not married, but whatever.
I know what you mean. They're basically together. The same thing.
Yeah, they're together forever, as far as I can tell.
I just thought it was funny. She's making it sound like you're such a clout chaser, but it's like they're talking about you on the show.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, Gavin likes to give Ryan a lot of shit.
Yeah,
and he gets pretty brutal about it. But it's a work. It's a gag. It's a bit. So when I went in there, and every time I see Ryan in the Discord, I'll go in there and I'll be like, yeah, so is that a bit, man? Is that a bit? Just like, fucking with him. And she took it like I was seriously dumb and didn't understand that that's a bit.
Right.
She's the one that didn't understand. You know what I mean?
I do that bit all the time on this show, and it goes over your guys' head too. It's funny. On. It's funny. No, seriously. Like there are times where I'm legitimately dumb, but there's some times where I'll just say, "Oh, I don't understand that," and you guys are like, "Are you fucking serious?" And I'm like, whatever. I guess I'll just keep rolling with it. And you guys can go on forever thinking I'm stupid. I don't care. But
no. We know that you know that shit.
You see, the problem is I sell it a little too well.
No, we understand. I think you're missing the point. Actually, you are dumb if you think that. So
you're missing the point, Derek. And now you're actually the dumb one. No, you're dumb.
You're fucking.
You stupid dumb dummy dumbhead.
To fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I like your fart on fire with my rounds. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. I made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.